just being honest with y'all.
What's up, baby? Talk to me today, man. How y'all feeling?
It's a bunch of haters up here. And I hope you bring Damo ass up here too. I don't know if he can pull it or whatever he doing. Nah, ain't no Mars Field. Nah, we ain't doing that. Where is Damo? Where's Damo at too? Because Damo and Chilltown was leading the hit team, and so was I heard big ass low running.
Yeah, fellas. So
I heard low
the Clippers versus the
Ron,
Lakers last night.
You don't hear me, Ron?
Good game. Win the overtime.
Huh?
I'm actually happy that we're actually getting to see basketball with everybody playing. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard.
Ron, you a hater, bro.
LeBron James.
You a hater, Ron.
Anthony Davis.
You're a hater, Ron.
All these guys on a stage like that, and they all showing up balling. I'm happy that we're finally getting that.
Who hating, Ticket? What am I hating about, Ticket? I'm listening to you.
I say Ron's. Oh, you a hater?
I'm listening. Why am I a hater, Ticket? What's going on with me?
Ron, Low, his son Damo, all y'all some damn haters.
Why is that, Ticket? Why is that?
Every time I say something in this channel, it gets dismissed as bullshit.
No, it does not. That's not true. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Stop right there. I ain't even get to say what I said yet. I haven't even said what I said yet, and you opening your mouth. Like I said before, I came in here when we was talking about the Lakers, and I told you guys, what did I say about Christian Woods being an addition to this team? And all of you hoes sat up here like some stripping ass hoes and told me, oh no, his defensive, him defensively going to be a problem. I'm off that. I got the tape. Don't say you didn't. Because when I said this dude would be an asset to the team on both ends of the court, when I sat up here and told you stripping ass hoes that he would help them big time defensively, when I called out his defensive block that he averaged last year, when I called out his stats and told y'all that he would be helping on the boards and stuff, you guys said empty stats and y'all crushed me on that. And y'all was wrong about that. Sir, you were totally wrong about that. And then let's keep going. First half of the game last night. Where was AD's motor? If LeBron James doesn't turn back the clock again, this is a 30-point game. We ain't talking no more. 40-point game. LeBron James playing the way he played. He had to play that way just to keep it close. This is what AD's supposed to be doing this whole time. AD's supposed to be the guy who steps up. Supposed to be the guy who's leading the charge, who's making sure that they're on point for. Bro, LeBron James, 38, 39 years old, magnificent performance. To be able to go in there and do what he did last night from beginning till the end, unbelievable. And like I said, AD came on late. But if LeBron doesn't do what he do early, that game we ain't even talking no more because it was a 19-point game. And if LeBron wasn't balling, because he was the only one balling at that time, if he wasn't balling, they get beat last night by 40. And that game is over with quick. So, Chilltown, again, back to and Damo, your hating ass on Darvin Ham, you gonna cut that shit out. But
okay, whoa.
You apologize for your words about Christian Woods.
No, first of all, I keep going, Ticket.
Don't say you didn't. I got you on tape. Don't say you didn't. I have you on tape.
Keep going.
Don't say you didn't. I have you on tape. You
what
said
I said.
I'm off Christian Woods. No, I'm gonna tell you what you said. You said, I ain't buying Christian Woods. I'm off Christian Woods. You said empty stats. That's exactly what you said about him.
I did not say empty. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. What I said about Christian Wood, was that he doesn't defend at a high level. That's what I said about him. Now he's on a better defensive team, so it's going to look different. Very much like John Morant. When you're on a better defensive team, it's going to look better. But y'all said no. No, you didn't say that.
Okay, time out, Ron. Ron, when I play the tape, Ron, I expose these liars.
Hold on.
And I expose these liars.
You said he's gonna. No, what you said was he's gonna contribute, which he does.
I did not say that. I said defensively.
You said defensively he's gonna contribute.
Hold on.
You did say that. Yes, you did say that.
I said he's gonna be big time because if AD is not going, he can score. And I said his athleticism, he has the tools to defend. But now you being around defensive guys is gonna help him. You guys all told me I didn't know what I was talking about. I was wrong. I got it on tape right here. I can play the tape and play how you guys disrespected me when I said it. And it was you and Damo who did it.
Ticket, this is what I'm saying. He played last night defensively, which he had to do. He's always rebounded. He's always done that. He did that in Dallas. He did that in Houston. He was always a rebounder. He always attacked the glass. The difference is it's a lot less difficult when you want a crew with a bunch of dudes that can protect you. And that's what was going on last night. A lot of switching going on. Like if he's doing that in Dallas, what you saw last night with him, if he's doing that in Dallas, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. Let's not talk about Christian Wood like all of a sudden Christian Wood is this lockdown defender. No, I ain't saying that you're saying that. What I'm saying is that he's on a damn good defensive team, so it masks a lot of your deficiencies. A lot of them.
That's what I said to y'all. Hold on. That's what I said to you. But y'all told me I was wrong. I said when he comes to the Lakers, I said that he is going to help them a lot more defensively, and you told me you're not buying that. Quote, and
I had to see it. Exactly. I did say that. That's right. No, you hold on, because I had to see it. Because what I saw previous from him, he was on teams that weren't good defensively, and his impact defensively wasn't helping them. That's a fact. So now he gets on a team where they're better defensively, and he's still the same defensive player that he was. He's just doing the stuff on a better defensive team. That's it.
No, that's all he's doing. I'm saying to you, I told you at that time that it was more about J Kidd and the lineups that he had out there versus him in particular. I thought that he had the tools. Listen what I said to you. I got the tape. I'm letting you bury yourself. When I play the tape is incriminating. When I play the tape, because you
let's stop. Let's stop right now and play the tape. Ticket, light it up. Because you got me on the stand.
I'm gonna say this to you with the stuff you saying. If you was in court, your ass would be doing 30, 25 to life.
That's what I'm talking about. You got me on the stand right now. Here's the microphone. Light the tape up.
All I'm saying to you is this, Chilltown. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to take back the lies that you just said.
Why you keep saying lies?
Because you and Damo were starch about this. Because when we went to Christian Woods, y'all both told me, nah, he whack. That's what y'all said. And Damo was up here. Damo said, I ain't buying Christian Wood. Hold on. And you the number one player hater of the year, Damo. You were the number one player of the year. When I told you about Christian Woods and what he could do with this team, defense, you said you ain't buying it. Don't
you a fucking liar. You a fucking liar.
Don't see your face. Don't
come up here lying on this glorious day.
Clearly I'm lying. This is what I want to do, Damo. This is what I want to do. He said he got me on tape.
Damo taking L's on D-Lo. Damo taking L's on Darvin Ham. Damo is taking L's on D-Lo, Darvin Ham, Christian Wood. He taking L's all the way across the board.
You're talking about all the guys I put faith in. You're dead ass lying. And nigga, you talking about over the basement. This is the second floor of my house. Fuck, nigga. Get off my dick.
You didn't want D-Lo, nigga. You didn't want D-Lo.
Like the tape up.
You didn't want D-Lo. You didn't want D-Lo.
Like the tape up.
D-Lo the whole time.
See, all this is bullshit.
No, he's not been talking crazy about D-Lo this whole time. Nigga, you're not about to lie on me and I just got here.
That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. So all I'm saying, Ticket, light the tape up. Light it up right
now. Hold on. Before Ticket lights the tape up, Ticket, can you give Damo a chance to say what he actually said before the season started?
Yeah, I want to know what Damo said about Christian Wood.
No. We're not doing that, Ticket.
I can tell you what I said about Christian Wood. I have no problem with that. I was the one, and Mars can verify because we had this conversation. I added him in the group chat about this very thing. I was the one that said Christian Wood will be fine for us. He's a floor spacing big that plays like a mini AD, and his defense is actually going to be valuable on the Lakers. You were personally saying that Christian Wood's defense isn't that bad, and you brought up the 1.2 block shit. I remember this conversation. I was sitting there saying it doesn't matter about how bad of a rim protector he is. The nigga can still block shots. If you put him next to AD, his defense will not look bad at all, and we can go to him to score the ball. I genuinely said that. I have tweets on Twitter going back to when we signed him saying this. So nigga, don't lie on me. That's literally what I said.
And I said,
OG was like, yo, D-Lo is looking, D-Lo looking real comfortable. I like him after the whole year of being with the Lakers, having an actual training camp. He's looking comfortable in offense. And I said in the preseason, that's a fact. He is looking way more comfortable running the team, running the offense. And if he can be this, if he can be D-Lo instead of D'Angelo, we're going to be good. But if he plays like D'Angelo, it's going to be a problem. As long as I don't see D'Angelo, I'm happy. You can rewind the tape and get that, nigga. I'm talking straight facts.
And I said, and I'm not going to say anything else. Light the tape up. That's what I'm asking. Light up the tape.
I want everybody in the crowd to make sure Damo gonna stand on what he's saying.
Light the tape up. That's all I'm asking. Because again, I remember saying, I got to see it from Christian Wood. He could always rebound. I said that about him. He could always rebound. But the other stuff, I haven't seen it. So I got to see it. And the fact that he's on a better defensive team, he probably will be better defensively because he's on a better defensive team. That's what I said. I didn't say he was garbage. I didn't say he was trash. I'm not saying that. What I did say was he could always rebound. But with all of that being said, light the tape up. I'm on the stand right here. Here's the microphone.
Yeah,
light the tape
Ron.
up.
Chill, not ducking that tape at all.
Let Mars give his take, Ron, and I'm gonna play the tape. Let Mars give his take, and I'm gonna play the tape.
Mars, do you remember this conversation?
I was the one hating on Christian Wood's defense, but I escaped all hate allegations. I'm not complaining. I really don't care for this conversation.
You know what it sounds like to me, Mars? It sounds like the wrong person in the on the stand right now. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like the wrong person.
I vividly remember because I disagreed with them about Christian Wood's defense. He was like, with AD next to him, he's not going to look like a liability on defense. I was like, this guy was in Houston. He was a criminal on defense. So I was the one hating on his defense, but I've escaped all allegations. I'm not complaining.
I'm the one.
The tape's probably going to expose me for being the one hating. And then I'm going to Tick's going to be like, oh, Mars, you're the hater. And I'm like, okay, cool. Because I don't want to be here for this conversation right now. Because I want to talk about the great games of basketball watch, not some agendas to prove that you were right or wrong.
We actually have the murder
weapon. That's what we're doing right now. So we're going to wait for the tape. And I'm going to get put on the stands about being a hater, and then we're going to move on because I vividly remember being the one hating.
We actually have the murder weapon, and Mars' hands is on it, and Mars don't want to see that. But Ticket, light the tape up, please, sir.
Hold on, but before we get there, somebody else just popped up. Did you say something? What you said?
I probably said a whole lot of shit. I don't know. Like I just said though, that's a pro tip. I mean, don't say nothing. Make them police do their job.
Make them do their job, right? Big Ox. Make them do their job. They don't pay you for that. You don't get paid for that.
I ain't saying nothing, Ron. Hey, Ron, I wouldn't even hear that episode.
There's a reason in your rights. It says you have the right to remain silent.
Exercise your rights, man.
Right. So right from the beginning, shut up. Be quiet.
I want the film.
I mean, get Keegan Murray off my fucking team.
Uh-oh.
Hey, we'll take him. Hey, you want Rudy?
Whoa. Yo, we'll get there. Yo, you gotta play this tape. You gotta play this tape.
We already getting rid of Keegan Murray. The next Jason Tatum, we getting rid of him. Damn, he out already?
Hey, chill. This is what happens when you set too high expectations.
Damn, yo.
Uh-huh. It's crazy. He went from Danny Green to Jason Tatum, now back to Danny Green.
From Clay.
So,
anyway, look, this is the thing, Damo. That was a beautiful basketball game. I wouldn't rather have it any other way. If it got to be Klay Thompson, that's what it is, man. Clay, that's the man. So
that was a great game.
That's a damn good game. I'm trying to watch that game and watch the Laker game at the same time. That was a tough one. Yeah, that was a definite tough one.
We had him on the ropes. What you say, Damo?
Oh, my fault. I was just saying I ain't watch as much as I wanted to watch because I was over there pulling hairs out during that Laker game until the comeback. Yeah. But from what I was seeing, beautiful shot.
What did you see from that Laker game last night that made you pull your hair out? Because I can tell you what was making me mad.
The fact that we were playing small until like the spirit of me flew all the way to LA, got in the arena, and he felt the pluck on the lump. And then magically out of nowhere, out of the air, we played a big lineup. I look on the floor after like a break or a timeout or a pause in action. I'm like, wait, because I seen Jackson Hayes and AD on the court. And I'm like, well, fucking, we got Jackson Hayes AD on the court. It's going to happen. And then I look and I see 35 jogging down court. I'm like, wait a minute. Is Christian Wood on the court too? Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, it's a revolution. He's playing big instead of playing. Now, it took 7 people being hurt for him to finally do it. But, man, when we play big, good things happen. When we play big, we can take advantage of the mismatches. And when we play big, guess what? We still have 2 bigs on the court who can space the floor. So we still can pull niggas away from the rim and keep it open for guys like LeBron or run a pick and roll with Jackson Hayes and be a lob catcher. It is great It's great. And you know what? Thank you, Tyloo. Thank you, Little Brothers of LA. Because with Westbrook on the court, I forget. You can put a simmer on Westbrook because no one trusts his jump shot. Now, he was killing Christian Wood for a second with the pull-up jumper. He was killing Austin Reeves with the pull-up jumper. But if it's one thing I know, if it's one thing for certain, there's 3 certainties in life. Death, taxes, and Westbrook being Westbrook. Because in the fourth quarter, I seen a classic Russell Westbrook performance. And I wish Ticker was here because I want to see what he thought of how Westbrook performed in the fourth, because that's the Westbrook I know. But you're too busy finding facts that aren't there, so you're probably not going to say nothing. But yes, he's falling on the ground, turning the ball over. He's not there offensively. They got him taking game-tying, game-clutching clutch shots, and he's missing. That's the Westbrook I love. And adding Harden to that, beautiful.
You know what, though, Dama? If I do think if Harden's in that game, if Harden's in that game instead of Russ like at the second part of the fourth in overtime, it's a different type of game. LeBron can't guard Russ standing at the hash line. You know what I'm saying? Or, James Harden. I mean, I'm sorry. If it's James Harden, somebody got to guard him. But first of all, let me say that was a hell of a comeback. Great shit by the Lakers. Shit by the Lakers. The Lakers showing a lot of heart this year, or LeBron showing a lot of heart, whichever way you want to take it. My bad. That was a backhanded compliment. I got to do better than that. Good shit by the Lakers last night. But what the hell is wrong with Paul George? Like, we got to keep our heads together. You can't get so high emotionally that you're out there reaching across LeBron James' body, like at the first play of overtime. You just brought your team back into a game that y'all had in the bag. You brought your team back, Paul. You pulled up a great shot. Cam Reddish, gave your elbow a little love tap. You knocked down the free throws. Now it's time to bring us home, Paul. And you do that. That's just where are you high? Like, what are you thinking about?
I'm high on life because my guy Cam Reddish was out there looking like another DPOY candidate, putting the clamps. Hey man, I promise you, I was not watching Cam Reddish like that in the other 10 previous locations he was at. But to me, I figured Cam Reddish was just, again, this generation Michael Beasley. He was a bucket. I thought he was a guy that can get buckets. He was a guy that everyone assumed was going to be able to put up points. I had no idea about Cam's defense. And all season long, he was looking like, with Vandal being out, by the way, he was looking like our best perimeter defender. And by God, that is his role on this team. Nigga, play defense and everything else. He was missing shots. He had a couple like lapses with the ball, but none of that matters if you're going to go out there and play defense. His defense was amazing last night. I can't wait for Vandal to get back because our defense is going to look way better. Niggas saying he can't shoot. Who cares? Strap the fuck up. Be Tony Allen. Fuck being Michael Beasley. Be Tony Allen. I don't care. Just strap up. As long as you can put the clamps on people, like we seen last night, your defense will make offense. Austin Reeves, thank you for pulling a vintage AR-15 moment in the fourth quarter. You played, again, bad shooting.
Stop flopping though, Damo.
Nah, keep flopping. We need them shots at the line. I love it. Hey, as long as it's happening for us, I love it. Keep flop more type shit. Austin Reeves picked it up in the fourth. Put that nigga Norman Powell on the floor. I know y'all seen it. And then with the
he tripped
had him on the ground.
He tripped over Anthony Davis on the screen. He didn't cross him up like that. But keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going.
You say trip, I say cross. Tomato. Yeah. Hey man, great move. He started hitting buckets late. D-Lo showed up with as my guy Lowe says, he won the Russ off. He was the better Russell that night. I love it as long as you can keep being the better Russell, which isn't that hard. I'm gonna love it. Christian Wood, keep doing your thing. And Darvin Scam, I just hope and pray. Last night showed you can trust the Wood. You can trust him. Please play through Christian. You can trust Big Wood. You can trust our bigs. You can trust Jackson Hayes. Play Jackson Hayes more. I keep saying this. I know he seems like a young JaVale McGee with some of the things he does, but we need that. We need the athleticism. We need another guy that's going to go out there and be a rim protector. He had a big block late. He's running the floor. He's getting boards. We need that. Trust the kid. Put him next to AD. Trust the kid to develop, because we're going to need him when we get to play. If we're trying to go deep in the playoffs, we're trying to make a deep run, we're going to need him. So you have to let him play through the season. You can't just have games where he's playing 6 minutes, 8 minutes. Play that boy 15 to 20 minutes a night. You have to.
But Damo, isn't it true? Isn't it true, Damo, that you just you can't run with the same lineup, same group every game, though? You know what I'm saying? Some teams call for different stuff, like.
But even with that,
I agree.
Even with that being said, Big Ox, the stuff that Jackson Hayes does, that's needed on a nightly basis. Rim protection is necessary. Certainly. That's needed on a nightly basis. Him getting on the backboard, that's needed on a nightly basis. Him rim running, that's needed on a nightly basis. Now, you might get different matchups from different teams, but on a nightly basis, Jackson Hayes needs to be on the floor because, number one, he preserves AD. He preserves AD, and he gives AD minutes where he relieves AD of minutes where when they get into the meat and potatoes of the game, you could go back to him, even play him. You can even play him with AD. So I don't really have a problem with that. My issue is Kawhi Leonard, man. Damn. He's so teasing me, yo, because I see this and I'm thinking to myself, this is the dude, focus, Damo. This is the dude. This is the dude that I'm used to seeing, but physically he can't hold up. So I know he can't do that on a regular basis. But the fact that what I saw, how basic Leonard's game is. If you notice, Leonard doesn't do a lot of extracurricular stuff. It's one dribble, pop. It's right downhill, one dribble, pop. It's playing defense. When he gets his hands moving, getting his hands in the passing lane, he doesn't do a lot of extracurricular stuff. This is why he's one of the 5 best players in the game when he's healthy. But the problem is that he's not. And when I see stuff like this, it just gives me it makes me feel bad because I want to see that all the time, and I know I'm not going to be able to. The same thing with Paul George. The exact same thing with Paul George. These guys get up for games like this, and then you're going to see them over the next 5 games. They're not going to be like that. Now, I will say, Damo, Ty Lue is a small ball merchant. You have to take advantage of that. We get into the meat and potatoes of the game, and James has the ball out high. Because I didn't like Anthony Davis the way he started. I'm not going to say I didn't like. He did get going. He did get going later on. But James has the ball out high. You got Norman Powell, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Bones Highland on the floor. Why is Anthony Davis in the dunker spot? What is he doing in the dunker spot when all they're doing is switching? I'm thinking to myself, run the O through AD. If you're going to be out high, get downhill and get the ball to Anthony Davis at the basket. Why? Because there's nobody out here as big as him where they can stop him because Anthony Davis plays around the rim. But instead, he's playing in the dunker spot. Well, Anthony Davis has to be more aggressive. Well, that's not going to happen if you're not going to involve him in the offense, especially that late in the game, particularly that late in the game. I thought he was a force on defense. If you notice, after he went out of the game, that's when Paul George got going. Because he had Paul George pretty much not on lock, but he was doing a really good job on Paul George and on Kawhi Leonard. He was doing a really good job on those guys. When he went out of the game, that's when Paul George got going. I think that this Laker team, with the addition of Rui, when you get Vando back, perimeter defense is not going to be a question. The question is how fast can you continue to play and how you can control the basket, how you can control the backboard. If you could do that, I think those guys are going to be fine. And I don't like James playing as much as he's playing. I don't like it because he's going to break down. I'm telling you right now, he's going to break down.
Now,
that's a force of habit. That's just a force of the situation last night with so many people being out. If we wanted to win that game, He genuinely had to. Like, we honestly, with Torian Prince not being there, we did not have enough bodies for LeBron to not be able to play unless we were going to continue to run that 3 big lineup. Right. So, I'm going to let you go because I just spoke for hella long, but I love the fact that when LeBron sat, we ran that 3 big lineup and we came back. That was beautiful. And I know we're talking about the Lakers, but I listen. I'm a person who loves, as I told you so, and I also love to admit when I was wrong. So I do need to say this. I know we're talking about the Lakers. Ron, I give you flowers. You are absolutely right. That motherfucker, Shaden Sharp is like that. I might have been blind before. Ron, you're absolutely right.
Ron getting my credit for Shaden Sharp.
Excuse me, Mars. Let me take this top off. Thank you, Mars.
That's Mars said Shaden Sharp is the best player on that team.
Hey, Dom, I'm gonna make sure to water those flowers real good. I'm gonna take good care of them.
Mars said Shaden Sharp is the best player on it. I fought Mars on that because I think it's Simons.
OG, I give it to you. Mars may have said it first, but you know me. I don't care what you whisper. What did you? Who was yelling though?
No, I heard Mars say it.
I heard Ron say it. I ain't hear him saying it like that.
He said he was the best.
I heard this guy say. Me and this guy went back.
Me and Mars actually got into it about it because I said it's Anthony Simons. He says that he tells me that it's Shaden Sharp. He tells me.
The facts are that both of them were saying it the whole time.
Yeah, both of us have been.
Mars just got to put a little bass in his voice.
Take my credits.
Okay, I got you.
Put a little more in your accent when you make your takes like that. You know, sprinkle a little whiskey in your tea.
Ron, I got a bouquet for you. Mars, I give you a rose, bro. I give you a rose. But I got a bouquet for Ron. I was wrong about him. That boy is
as much as I'm not really. I love Russ on his team, man. I do. I don't like James Harden getting on his crew, man. I love Russ on this crew. I do. And
so what you seen last night? You think James Harden's going to come in and mess it up?
No, they win that game with James Harden.
No, they don't.
Oh, they win that game last night with James Harden.
If James Harden is on the floor, what are we doing? So now we got James Harden pounding the basketball. Now we got James Harden he's not guarding anybody. Not only is he not guarding anybody, there's no way that you can tell me that James Harden is knocking down shots like Russ was doing. Ironically, Russ is actually knocking down the long ball.
Why would James Harden not knock that down, Chissam?
Because I've seen him not do it. That's why. Because I've seen him not do it. That's why.
Nah, sure. That's crazy.
They
come down the court.
Because James Harden's bad in the playoffs, he's not going to make shots in the regular season.
Right. They come down the court. They literally just walk up the court, dribbling the ball for 5 seconds, looking around, and nobody's guarding him. Like LeBron James is about 10 feet away from him, and then they're just staring at each other. Their offense is just pass the ball, wait for Kawhi to get open. I'm talking about the end of the game. I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about the fourth quarter. They're standing around, staring at each other.
Right.
And then it's like the remember that, you know, the meme, the Spider-Man meme? We're standing around just pointing at each other. That's all they're doing. They're just standing around. And then he passes it to Kawhi. He shoots the three. If he misses the three, Russ, run like a chick with your head cut off, get the offensive rebound, kick it to Norman Powell. You shoot the three. You shoot the three. You get a three. You get a three. There's no offense.
So you trust James Harden more. So you trust James Harden more.
100% more than Russ in the fourth quarter.
You know it turns into that even more with James Harden, though. And that's what I was saying when I first said it. It's three dudes who dribble around. You got Russ, you got Paul George, and you got James Harden. Now, when I say this, I'm not taking away their talents. They are phenomenal basketball players. But your offense gets, the more dribblers you have and the more ISO players you have, the more stagnant your offense gets. When Kawhi gets the ball, nobody's looking for Kawhi to pass him the ball because they're like, it's going up. When Paul George gets the ball, they're like, he might kick it out to me, but more than likely he's gonna shoot the ball. When Russ gets the ball, oh God, it's like, yeah, I'm prepared to shoot because Russ can't pass, but more than likely I'm expecting Russ to go in and throw some shit up. You seen Kawhi the other game when he shot the ball, he threw his hands up and slapped the ground. It's going to be the same thing with James Harden too. I'm expecting a step back three.
I think Kawhi was also upset about that. I don't think that was just about Russ shooting the ball. I think he was upset because he got
that he missed. And he missed. Yeah.
I don't think he was doing that to Russ.
I think
that he was doing that to his
big ops. It was 2 seconds on the clock. If Russ gets the ball back to Kawhi Leonard, he doesn't get a shot off anyway. Even if he gets the ball back to him, he doesn't get a shot off.
It's
so I don't think he's throwing his hands up because Russ shot the ball.
We've seen James Harden run an offense before. Like, I mean, he's at least with James Harden, you know, we can, whatever the set may be. I don't know what sets Ty Lue runs with his team. That's that's over my head right now. You know, I don't know.
Right.
But we can run something with James Harden because James Harden is a threat with the ball in his hands. You know that you can't get into your set if we're playing 4-on-5. Nobody respects Russell Westbrook with the ball, bringing the ball up the court, and we saw that. That was vivid. Like I've played on a team where we had our 2 point guards that were really good point guards, but they just weren't shooters. So teams start sagging off on us. So now we have to run something where it was kind of a secondary break. With me or whoever was at the 4-man, we'd have to come catch the ball on the move. You know what I'm saying? Like we'd be the secondary, take the ball out and then kind of let him get up the court, and then we kind of take off. And he'd give us the ball. We could do something, get it right back to him, penetrating kick, do something. You gotta mix up your offense if you have a guy out there that's getting this much respect with the ball in his hands. That's LeBron. Y'all seen that, right? LeBron James basically standing under the basket.
Absolutely.
Like that's
like
what are we doing?
Like he was covering Ben Simmons. And Russ actually knocked down some shots.
He knocked down 3 or 2 too.
He had 3 of them. He knocked down 3 of them. He actually knocked some shots down. So I was I just like Russ with this crew, man. I do. I like Russ with this crew. I like what he does up until late in the game, where you can get the ball out of his hands and let Kawhi Leonard, let Paul George end it.
Russ Mark, these are Swedish fish, bro.
Oh yeah. And they're really good too, Mars, by the way. Yes, they're really good. And you can and you can let Paul George, you can let Paul George, you can let Kawhi Leonard end it. Russ takes that pressure off of those guys to do that. Plus, Russ puts so much pressure on the defense going downhill. I understand that James Harden does that, but Russ, on the other hand, I just like him better with this crew than I like James Harden. I do.
Yo, Ox, who's the guy on the bench if Harden is there? Who are you sitting down out of them fourth quarter lineups you've seen and the overtime lineup you've seen from the Clippers? Who's sitting for Harden?
Bones Highland. Yes, Bones Highland is sitting 100%. And what I don't want to do, Damo, is I don't want to put Russ on the bench because I'm gonna lose him. If you ask Russ to go back to the bench, you're gonna lose him. The same thing happened in Los Angeles where Darvin Ham was able to talk Russ into going to the bench. He was productive, but but mentally it was obviously going the other way. If Tyloo asks him to go back to the bench, he's gonna lose him, yo. He's gonna lose him.
That's a problem, Showtime. That's a Russ problem. Because if I can't ask you to sit down at parts of the fourth quarter so that we can win a championship, and you have a problem with that, then you don't want to win a championship.
I don't mean parts of the fourth quarter, Big Ox. No. I don't have a problem with you like rotating him in the fourth. No, I don't have a problem with that at all. I'm talking about when James Harden gets back, take Russ out of the lineup and put James Harden in the lineup and make Russ a rotation player.
Oh, Russ 6 man of the year.
No, you're gonna lose him. Well,
if you're a professional grown ass man, and you are as good as you say you are, and I need you to do something other than what you're doing, and I'm gonna lose you mentally, this is a you problem.
Ox, don't you want him at his best though?
But why wouldn't he be at his best? You're not gonna be at your best because you're not starting no more.
That happens with a lot of players.
Well,
like, I get what you're saying, but this Clippers team needs Russ.
They're still gonna have Russ. And first of all,
no. I'm not have them, but they won't have them.
I'm not even 100%, and that's the problem. If you got to play 40 minutes to be effective, then we should have put your ass in the trade.
So do you feel the same way about James Harden?
What are you talking about?
If they ask James Harden to come off the bench, would you say the same shit to him?
I'm gonna say that about any grown man. Yes. I know what you're saying, and I'm answering your question. I'm answering your question.
I believe you. Hey, no, Bob.
So what I'm saying is how can you call yourself a professional? How can you call yourself a professional if you go from playing 30 minutes to playing 26 minutes, and that's a problem? You're having a mental breakdown. This shit ain't for you.
No.
Listen, that's why you don't got no ring right now.
No, I believe
that's why you don't got a ring right now.
I believe you believe what you're saying because you're the same dude that said that you would have Kawhi come off the bench at one time. So I believe what you're saying. I believe that you believe what you said. Now I don't believe what you're saying is true. Listen, again, I said this last night, and I got $25 for anybody that can find that video. I tried to search that video somewhere. That part got missed.
The reason why you can't find it, Ticket, because it ain't there. That's why you can't find it.
Come on. No, I'm saying the part where we talked about Christian Woods. Period.
The reason why you can't find it because it ain't there, Ticket.
No. It wasn't time stamped on the Lakers episode. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't time stamped on the episode.
Or maybe it just wasn't there. How about that, Ticket?
Man, we did talk about Christian Woods. You lying.
We did talk about it, but how about maybe what you said?
You're lying. I ain't say that. Hold on. I said somebody find a tape, and I got 25 for you right now. If you find it, where the video's at. That's why I said, nigga. So let them pull it up. It is. Hey, don't get mad at me, dog. Hey, I ain't nothing but a squirrel trying to get a nut, baby. Believe that. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, but Bob, back to what you were saying. I'm gonna tell you something about Bob. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Russell Westbrook killed that game last night. Them turnovers he had was horrific. He killed the game last night. Now he balled. But he got too overly confident in himself and started doing dumb shit. Like his turnovers were killer turn. I thought about Dom when he was turning the ball. I said, Lord Jesus, Dom gonna kill this boy tomorrow. I said, because when he started turning the ball over the way he did, and then when LeBron went and got the chase down block and told him get that shit out of here, I was like, oh man, I said Dom was gonna annihilate this boy tomorrow because he played so great all the way around the table except for protecting the basketball. And I'm gonna tell you something, bro. The stench of James Harden being over there on that bench has funkified this team, bro. Just the stench of him being on the bench. You know how when somebody and everybody says, how can you say that, Ticket? Harden wasn't even in the game. Listen, if all 6 of us were in a van together and one of us was funky and somebody from the outside opened the van door, the whole goddamn van.
Damn.
They're gonna say though. They're gonna say, man, there's some stinking ass dudes up in that van. They ain't gonna say, hey, who the one person is that stinks. They ain't gonna say, oh, it's just Russ. No, they're gonna open the van door, smell the stench, and say, damn, you guys are some stinking ass dudes. That's what's gonna happen with the Clippers. You bringing James Harden around. Now everybody stinks. You bringing James Harden around that organization, and ain't nobody gonna know who it is because James Harden don't functify the whole goddamn organization. But I have to agree with Damo last night, man. And I thought about Damo when Russ turned Chilltown, when Russ fell on the ground and turned that bitch over, bro. And plucked his ass. Damo's boy, Cam Reddish, he played great defense last night. Shout out to Cam Reddish, man. But when Cam plucked that boy, I said, oh man, Dom is gonna kill this boy. I said,
and he looking around like he got fouled too. He's like, no, you didn't get fouled. Somebody just pulled the rug out from up underneath him. That's what happened. Chill. That's all that happened.
Every turnover Russ had was egregious last night, bro. Bro, I mean, every turnover he had was horrible, bro. And I'm just looking at this thing. I'm like, bro, this can't be real, man. That this happened. These boys had a 19-point lead and tricked that thing up, man. And I just say, you know what, man? That's last night, Chilltown. That defines the strippers, bro. They stay getting stripped down right when you want to believe in them, bro. They stay doing something stupid, stay getting stripped down. And so now you think bringing James Harden in is going to fix that issue? A dude that don't play no D, which we're going to get to talk about Dame Dollar because I told Dub ass that Dame ain't going to move no lines for the Miami Heat because he don't play no D. And I told y'all he got worse. They ain't want to listen to me. They going to listen today. But Chilltown.
Why you looking like that, Ron?
When we look at that, you put James Harden. But you put a dude that don't play no D. You put a dude that don't play no D on this Clippers team, bro. And y'all think they're going to get better with a dude like Harden? Go ahead, Damo, man.
Yo, and then Mars, I want to hear from you next. I want to hear your take from the game.
Matter of fact, go ahead, Mars, because what I got to say doesn't really have to do with the Laker Clipper game. So go ahead, Mars.
Yeah, talk to us about what you've seen last night and how you feel about that game, and what's your takeaways.
Cam Reddish, the best defender in the league, man. That's what I came away from that game thinking. I think Cam Reddish, the best defender in the league.
Better than Jaden McDaniels?
Better than everyone. Better than Scottie Pippen.
I'm definitely putting the bid in for Herb Jones for the job he did on Shea last night. Definitely putting the bid in.
We don't care about that lazy job, man. Cam Reddish, the best defender. You see the way he picked Paul George? You see that?
Yes, that was a clean rip too. Clean rip. George tried to cross him over and straight ripped him. Yeah, I saw that.
Didn't Paul have like 20 points in the fourth quarter?
Irrelevant.
In the fourth, no. In the first, he had 18, and then he
that was Kawhi.
Yeah, in the fourth, he had 20.
Yeah.
Yes,
he had 20 in the fourth. Really?
That's irrelevant. Yeah, that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. That's
I mean, yeah. So yeah, Cam was there, and he was playing. He had his hands up and shit, but
I don't know.
He was always gonna find a way to hate on the best defender in the league. It's cool.
You get mad.
Other than that, Austin Reeves' defense is questionable. I'll say
horrible.
Questionable. Yeah, I'll say questionable to avoid being a hater. So his defense is questionable. And then other than that, to be honest, I had like one eye on the game because I'm trying to watch the Warriors Kings game and watch this game. So I can't be all in depth about what I saw because I'm gonna be honest, it's hard to watch two games at the same time. I like what I saw from LeBron James in the mid-range. That was nice. It was a lot of mid-range pull-ups. He was making threes. That's not sustainable. So good game to him, I guess. I like what I've seen from AD defensively. Some of the adjustments on the pick and roll was good to see how he was adjusting, especially to Kawhi Leonard's pull-up jump shot because they were going under screens on Kawhi Leonard. I don't know what that was about, but I guess. And then from the Clippers side, I just don't like when your team ISOs this much, the offense is bound to get stagnant. And I don't think that's something that James Harden necessarily fixes. But I also don't think it's something James Harden necessarily makes worse because they be running ISOs with Bones Highland and Norman Powell. So they just be running ISOs with whoever's out there.
Very true.
So I don't know how much. I don't think James Harden makes the problem bigger. So I just think that's the byproduct
he does.
of the offense.
He makes it bigger because he don't play no D. At least Norman Powell plays D, bro.
So he makes it a bigger problem.
Yeah, no, I'm saying no. I feel what Mars is saying. I'm saying Mars is saying he don't make it a bigger problem offensively. I'm saying Mars is a bigger problem on the court because he don't play no D. See what I'm saying? So that, along with him not improving the situation, along with the fact that he don't play no D, I think that is what makes it worse. At least with Russ, he giving you effort defensively, even with all the F-ups.
Yo, do we need to start questioning Ty Lue?
Yeah,
think about it. Think about it.
I've been telling you he's a small ball merchant for 17 years.
It's not even a small ball merchant part for Ty Lue. My part is,
what do we question?
LeBron James, Kyrie Irving. Obviously, that's a team where you can sit back and not do nothing. And you can sit back and pretend like you're drawing on the clipboard, turning around, and your clipboard look like this. Nothing on it. Go to Los Angeles. Once again, I got Paul George. I got Kawhi Leonard. I got some other serviceable dudes. I can sit back and let Paul George will us to a win. I can sit back and let Kawhi mid-range us to a win. I don't got to do much.
Nah, Ron, it ain't that simple.
It isn't, and that makes me nuts when I hear that, big guy. That makes me nuts when I hear
that. I'm talking about X's and O's. When you start, LeBron James can carry you to a championship. I don't think Paul George and Kawhi necessarily can't. You're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to scheme something. You're gonna have to throw different sets out there on offense. You're gonna have to use different lineups. You're gonna have to run different schemes on defense.
Okay, so then Phil Jackson's a fraud. So Phil Jackson's a fraud.
No,
right. That's what we're saying, right? Phil Jackson and Pop their frauds, right? That's what we're saying.
How was that, Bob? How was that?
Well, you heard what Ron just said. I'm just going off of Ron.
No, I'm asking. Why would you say that?
Well, I don't believe they're frauds.
No, I didn't say that. No, I ain't saying
that.
Pop
Phil actually had a system.
No, I'm asking you. No, Bob. I'm asking you. What do you mean when you say that? Like, what's the correlation?
That's what I mean. Well, look, what I mean is that I don't mean that. I'm just saying that if we go off what Ron just said about Ty Lue, but look, I don't think it's that simple.
Phil ran an offense. Pop had an offense.
Okay, so what I'm saying, saying that Ty Lue ain't never put no offenses together is absurd. But this is what I'm saying though. You can say that okay, Ty Lue might want to try something different with all the ISOs right now. It's getting out of hand, but that doesn't take away from what he's done before. That doesn't take away from the fact that they don't have another ring if Kawhi doesn't tear his ACL against Utah. Those are different times. He's not in control of Paul George shooting at the back of the backboard instead of the front of the backboard. That's not Ty Lue's fault.
But he did that with Doc Rivers and y'all blame Doc. Paul George literally did that with Doc Rivers.
I didn't blame Doc. What I blame Doc for is getting walked down 3-1 5 times. I'm blaming Doc for that.
Oh, okay, but even though all the players were choke artists that did it, but Bob, let me say this to you, and I want to put this out there to y'all. And Damo, y'all gonna go crazy. Chilltown gonna lose his mind. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. This LeBron James may win MVP. Bro, I'll tell y'all something. LeBron James top 3 MVP candidate right now. Him, Luka, and LeBron. Bro, listen, I want y'all to think about this. LeBron James has won like 2 or 3 games for these guys already this season. He's up there for clutch player of the year so far, which is crazy. Him and Victor Wembanyama are up there for clutch player of the year. Because if you look at it, go look at the games that they won. Hold on. Go look at the games that they won. And they won power games. So, I mean, look, the Phoenix Suns, they was weakened, but this game last night, that was a
hard-fought game. It was. That part I'm gonna fight.
Win right last night. 38 years old, going on 39. Chilltown, I'm telling you, if he continues to do what he's doing, and and y'all know I don't like LeBron James. I love how he's playing this year. He ain't trying to jack up shots and going for a scoring award. He is literally letting the game come to him, and he's balling. Bro, let me tell y'all something. If he stays in this mode and the other guys just continue to do their jobs and get better, and because I'm seeing the Lakers chemistry come along. I saw Austin Reeves find himself last night late in that game, and AD and Bron go up to him after the game like, hey, welcome back. You see what I'm saying? I'm seeing certain things. I'm seeing somebody that Damo needs to give credit to, which is Darvin Ham, getting the best defensively out of Cam Reddish when his career was dead because he can't score a basket. But Darvin Ham has turned this dude into a defensive savant. And really, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. He might as well stick with Cam Reddish in the starting lineup when old boy comes back. You just stick with him for right now and let that help his confidence go up because he's young and he's able to get up and guys defend. He showed his athleticism last night. He just got to make shots. See what I'm saying? He got to make shots and continue to open up the court for the Lakers. D-Lo, the way he's playing, bro, the Lakers are going to win a lot of games. Bob, you're going to owe me that money on that. But I might lose that bet to Jalen. I'm going to win the bet from you. So, you know,
Please,
when I look at this situation, I'm gonna take your money. I'm gonna take your cheese, fool. So, but anyway, when I look at this Chill Town, if LeBron stays in this mode, chill, he's top 3 MVP
and
right now.
I don't disagree with you, but the problem is he's not going to stay in that mode. That's why I'm screaming at the TV last night, Damo, when we're in the meat and potatoes of the game, and they got that small ball lineup out there, and I'm saying run the O through AD. Run the O through AD because this isn't sustainable with James.
I disagree.
I understand the logic that he had to play last night. I do understand the logic that he had to play last night because they were shorthanded. That's not my issue. My issue is the fact that he's right back where we were a year ago. He's the closer again. That's who he is. And that's not what this team is going to be. If we got a guy in Anthony Davis who we could go to in the meat and potatoes of the game around the bucket, what that does is that opens up the offense so much more for Austin Reeves. It opens up the offense so much more for Taurean Prince. And it opens up the offense so much more for guys like Christian Wood knocking down open shots. And James, it opens up the offense so much more for these guys when you can go to a guy like Anthony Davis in the meat and potatoes of the game instead of having him against a small ball lineup when you got him in the dunker spot. That's not what you saw last night from James shooting the basketball at the long ball line like that. That's an anomaly. I don't see him shooting like that all year long. In the mid-range, I think that that's sustainable. I don't think that that's ridiculous because I've seen him shoot the basketball in the mid-range really good for stretches of his career. I think he can do that. But at this point in his career, he should not be the guy closing games. He should not be the guy who we're going to in the meat and potatoes of games when I got a 27-12 guy on the box against a small team. He's the guy that we should be going to.
Chill, he's doing it because he don't want it. He's doing that because AD don't want it. LeBron's not doing that because he just want to right now. The way he's playing, he's not. It's different than it was in years past. In years past, it's like LeBron was forcing it and exerting all types of energy. Bro, he doing this shit effortlessly, bro. Did you see the nigga after the game? Don't even look tired, bro. He doing this shit because he's allowing the game. The game is coming to him so easy right now because he's just chilling. He's sitting back chilling. He's taking his shots. When he has a chance to get to the basket, he's taking you to the cup. You still can't stop him from getting to the rack. Bro, chill. I love the way he's playing, bro. I don't know exactly what the stats are. Chill. I don't know exactly what the stats are, but I like the zone that he's in. I like the mode, the mindset, the mentality that he's in. And Damo has a point about a couple aspects about this team that I'm noticing. But I wish he would give Darvin Ham more credit because, you know, Darvin Ham. No, I'm talking about just overall because what I'm seeing. No, I'm saying overall, Damo, because what I'm seeing from what you've seen from Darvin Ham is this: he don't quit on guys, bro. Darvin Ham, it's like Elder told me, he let you play yourself out of your spot, so he's gonna really give you a real shot. So guys like D-Lo, guys that you guys would have already canceled after 2 or 3 bad games, Darvin Ham continues to get him confidence and keep going. I know you can do it. I know you can play. I know you can bring it. Bro, D-Lo's balling this season. He give you like 18, 19 points a game, bro. D-Lo's balling. So when you look at that aspect, when you see the growth of how Christian Woods is being brought along, how he's growing and helping his team, he's going to be big time by the time the playoffs come. Christian Woods is going to be major for this team by the time the playoffs come. So I expect him to be almost around 16, 17 points a game as far as how much he's giving you in the second half of the season going into the playoffs. I think he's going to be major. And then the other pieces. I think Darvin Ham is figuring out how to put the other new pieces into this situation. The only thing is this, you got to think about this. They did that last night without Roy Hachimura, without the fake-ass Shamar Moore, Gabe Vincent, without Taurean Prince. All those key guys didn't play. And so Darvin Ham had to go into the bench. He had to use the young boy and these guys. And I like what I bro. I'm telling y'all the truth, man. I like what I see as far as, LeBron James is concerned this season. Right now, he's top 3 in my MVP voting. It will be Luka, LeBron James. It will probably be
Jason Tatum.
Nah, I probably would have to say, because I like how the
30 and 12 last night. He ain't playing the fourth quarter. 33 and 8 2 nights ago.
The Warriors out here surprising people, bro. The goddamn Warriors, man. I'm telling you something, bro. They not dead, bro. We all thought they was dead. Hip hop is not dead, bro. They ain't dead, bro. The goddamn Golden State Warriors got another run left in them, Chilltown.
Yo, and Ticket, I do want to, next we're going to definitely talk about the Warriors and Kings. I want to hear everybody's insight on that. I'm going to get into some super chats next. I do want to say, though, once again, I started the top of the show by saying this, and I'm going to repeat it again. That was basketball at its highest form. If you're a basketball fan, you were in basketball heaven last night watching Kawhi go crazy, Paul George go crazy, AD go crazy, LeBron go crazy, Russ have a good game, D'Lo have a good game. The battle and the clash of the two LA teams, that was magnificent. And honestly, when the playoffs roll back around, I gotta see a LA versus LA series. I'm praying for that.
And by the way, that's the first time they beat the Clippers since they won the championship in 2020. They haven't beaten them since. That's the first time they beat them since then. They haven't beaten them since then. The Clippers own them.
Can I just say real quick, when it comes to giving Darvin Ham credit, again, I gave him credit, but at the same time, I've seen him coach too many games to just take back a lot of things that I've said. And I know for a fact, had our team not been so depleted, he wouldn't have made the smart decisions to play big. He wouldn't have ran with some of the lineups he ran. If Gabe Vincent is there, if Rui and Gabe Vincent is there, Gabe Vincent was playing 30 minutes, Rui's only going to play 8, 10. Like Darvin Ham he's still a terrorist.
Maybe Damo, maybe this is a good thing that he's seen this.
And that's why I said I hope this shows him he can trust some of these guys that deserve to play. But hold on. I'm just saying. I just want to finish with
No. I ain't talking about you, Damo. This nigga said that Clippers was missing players. Man, get your Ron. Give his super chat back. Give his goddamn super chat back, bro. We don't want no excuses, bro. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Russell Westbrook were on the court, bro. No excuses, bro. Y'all ain't finna take this back, man. No fucking excuses, man. I don't like that shit, bro. No excuses, bro. Because the Lakers were missing half of their goddamn team, bro. If y'all gonna say that shit.
That's
no excuses, man.
I was ready for. I had that excuse ready if we would have. Well, we only played like 7 guys. They better beat us. So yeah.
So ticket. Hold on. Who was they missing? Who were they? Okay, who else?
That's it. And James Harden is a scam. He is a like Dom said. He wants to talk about terrorists. He's the biggest one out of all of them. How the hell PJ Tucker play, but you ain't ready to play?
Why is PJ Tucker on the floor?
Terrence Mann didn't play either.
Terrence Mann didn't play, but
answer this question: how did PJ Tucker, who came in on the same flight as James Harden, how did he play, but Harden ain't playing?
That's not got nothing to do with me. I was just simply saying that Terrence Mann ain't play.
He on the deep shit.
Before we did move on, I was trying to get to holler at you, Chilltown, about what you were saying about Kawhi, and you were saying that you feel like he's teasing. It's just like it's the same thing I was saying about AD and even Brown right now. Like he's balling right now, so let's embrace it. Let's not guarantee that there's going to be breakdowns. Now there probably will be. People are going to get hurt. It's basketball, but what we saw from Kawhi Leonard last night. That's
the top 5 player. That's the top 5 player that we're used to seeing. That's the guy that we was talking.
The guy that melted in the clutch.
I wasn't shocked at all. That's Kawhi Leonard.
Right? He had a chance to win the game. He 1-on-1 with Austin Reeves in the corner. And what does he do? Take a bullshit. No. I'm telling the truth.
No, you're not telling the truth. No. You're not telling the truth.
No, Ticket. He has the ball in the corner.
Shot, he throw it in the clutch.
Baseline wide open. I'm not lying. I'm not making it up. He forced up a bullshit 3 from the corner when you had the weakest defender in the NBA and Austin Reeves on you. All he had to do was take one step and he's at the basket, bro. That's all he had to do.
Meanwhile, this is the same dude in the fourth quarter and in the overtime that's coming off screens, knocking down open shots. This is the same dude that's in the fourth quarter. Yes, he was.
He was. I think he had 8 points in overtime. Ticket. We talking about?
No, you're not hearing me. Listen, no.
I heard what you said, Ticket. I heard everything that you just said.
Hold on. In the fourth quarter, it was Paul George hitting all those bomb threes.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. So what? That means Kawhi. That's an indictment on Kawhi because Paul George was balling.
No. I'm not. I'm saying, listen what I'm saying. I'm saying that even though Kawhi hit some shots down the stretch, he made horrible decisions with the basketball as well as far as shot selection. And he did it the night before. He's done it a few games this season. He lost a couple games ago where in the fourth quarter, he just jacking up all these bad threes and they wasn't going in. And then last night in that game, again, he had Austin Reeves on a one-on-one. He had a chance to go make two dribbles. Baseline was wide open, no help, and get to the cup. Instead, he forced up a bad three when he didn't need it.
And even if that's true, Ticket, but when you got a guy that got it going, like Paul George had it going in the fourth quarter, you do one thing and one thing only. You get out the way.
No, I'm saying, but he still was jacking up shots and missing them.
No, he wasn't. He only took 2 shots in the fourth quarter, Ticket. So that's not true. No, he was not. He only took 2 shots in the fourth quarter. That's it. And in the thing, not only did he only take 2 shots in the fourth quarter, he got out of the way and he let Kawhi Leonard go after, and he let Paul George be Paul George, and Paul George went to work. So with that being said, Kawhi Leonard in the fourth quarter and in the overtime, he was still good. He was damn good. But I think the problem that we having is that a guy like Kawhi Leonard who shows me what he shows me, I'm just so I had gotten used to seeing that. And now that it's back, I don't want it to go away, Ox. I want to see it more, right? It's not like it's a situation where, okay, it's like seeing somebody you ain't seen in a long time and you love this person. You're like, I don't want you to go away again. And that's
they get on the flight back out of town.
My bad. In the overtime, he was 1 of 4 from the 3-point line. My bad. Kawhi was 1 of 4 from the 3-point line in the overtime.
He said the fourth quarter.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about. I tell you what, the game was on the line in the overtime. I'm saying in the overtime when the game was on the wood, he was jacking up.
The game was on the line in the fourth quarter.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying when the game was
on
the
what
line.
You're saying. My comprehension skills are up.
No, Bobby Evans. I'm listening to what I'm saying.
I'm saying that the game was on the line in the fourth quarter, nigga. You just looking for a reason to hate.
I didn't. I said the overtime, bro. What are you talking about? That's when the game was right there in the balance. That's the play I'm talking about with Austin Reeves. When he could have took Reeves to the basket and he shot those threes. He went.
Okay, so you wanted him to do one CC ticket. You want things to be one way and it's another. You know what I'm saying? You want him to do what you want him to do. He wanted to shoot the ball.
You say you want people to go to the. You say you want women to
I'm saying I want him to play basketball. You want him to go to the rack. He want to shoot. So now he folded.
Ron. This is why Bobby confused me. Bobby just came on the other day complaining about dudes jacking up a whole bunch of threes. All I did was bring up how Kawhi Leonard went 1 of 4 from the 3-point line in the overtime, and the Clippers as a team.
That's not all he does.
Hold on, chill. And the Clippers as a team went 1 of 7 from the 3-point line in the overtime.
Right.
That's what lost the game. All I'm saying is
that's what lost the game.
Hold on, chill. Hold on. They shot 14% from the 3-point line in the overtime. They were jacking up threes. That's what lost the game. I'm gonna tell you why. They lost a 5-point game, and the Clippers were on the whistle, meaning when they were driving and they got fouled, they were going to the free throw line. So why would you bail out threes when all I got to do is drive, and if I get fouled, I'm going to the line and shoot 2? Because when they went to the free throw line, guess what? They only went 1 time in the overtime.
Right.
One free throw in the overtime.
So
and they made that.
Keep going. That's correct.
All I'm saying to you is, Chilltown, you would think that in the overtime, you would have taken the ball to the cup instead of shoot those threes because you didn't need to. The game was tied. You're in overtime. So why would you shoot 7 threes in overtime when it's a close game when both teams are in the bonus?
Well,
the Lakers took it to the free throw line. The Lakers took it to the. Remember, as I said before, Austin Reeves got to the free throw line, and that kind of changed the game. Him getting those and ones in the overtime because he was taking the ball to the rack, getting fouled, and finishing the basket.
The reason why they were shooting all of those threes is because that's the way that they play. That's number one. Number two, we can't leave out the fact that the guy who had it going fouled out 30 seconds into the overtime. So now that changes their offense. So now we got to get back to what we were doing. And Leonard was doing that. Leonard was absolutely doing that. He knocked down shots in the mid-range. He did get to the basket. He was doing that. The problem that we having is that defensively, that's where they broke down at. The fact that they wasn't making shots
and the Lakers was making shots. I mean, that's part of the game. But the other problem is that their best player, who was playing the best at that point, he fouled out 30 seconds into the overtime.
I feel what you're saying, homie. I'm just saying, like, in the overtime, I thought, with me personally, Bobby, and I ain't hating, I thought what won the game is the Lakers only shot 2 threes, and they missed both of them, but they only shot 2. And the Lakers actually was taking the ball, and they were playing more in the paint in the overtime, and that's how they won the game. They was getting to the line. Austin Reeves made all 3 of his free throws. I think 2 of them was and ones in the overtime. I thought those was big plays by Austin Reeves to get 2 different and ones in the OT versus the Clippers. They just jacked up threes the whole overtime. Nobody scored on the Clippers starting lineup in the overtime. Everybody, Zubac 0 for 2, Westbrook 0 for 3, Bones Highland 0 for 1. Kawhi Leonard scored, and he scored all of his points in the mid-range, but there was no reason for him to shoot 4 threes in the overtime because he only made 1 of them. He made damn near all his mid-range shots or going to the basket. So I just thought he should have took Austin Reeves when the game was on the line and he had it in the corner, and Austin Reeves was on a one-on-one. You go back and look at the play. All he had to do, Austin Reeves had no help. So and Kawhi, all he did was go baseline, and he's at the basket. He's in the bonus. That's all I'm saying when I'm talking about game time situations. And you have to be smart like that, because when you play stupid like that, that's what helps you break down and lose 19-point leads. It's taking dumb shots. It's like Chilltown said, that's the way you play Chilltown. You know how the saying goes, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. And that's exactly what happened last night. Kawhi was cooking early, he lived by it, and he died by that hole down the stretch.
All right, fellas, we're going to go ahead and get into these super chats right now. I do want to put the birdie out there. Tomorrow, obviously, the play-in starts. Tomorrow night, we get our first smell of the play-in games in the tournament.
Hater in the comment section. Am I a hater or am I a true teller, Ron? Didn't I say if Dame Dollar would have went to the Miami Heat, they'd have got worse because the nigga don't play no D? What's going on in Milwaukee right now, Chilltown? Wait, hold on.
I'm sorry, David. I apologize.
Mars, you sit up here every day, and Mars sit up here and talk all that shit about what's the old coach name from the Bucks? Mike Budenholzer.
Coach
Mike Budenholzer somewhere right now saying, "Tell me how it tastes." right now, because that new head coach, Damo was talking about terrorists. Bro, the Bucks, man, they look horrific defensively right now. Horrible.
It's gonna be all right, Ticket. Just sit back and watch.
Ron, they got blown out by the Raptors, bro. It ain't gonna be all right, bro.
All right, though, y'all. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, the play-in starts, the play-in tournament. We will do a whole breakdown of the play-in tournament tomorrow, and we'll give some predictions on how we think group play is going to go based on what we've seen so far and, based on the matchups and all that good stuff. So y'all be sure to tune in to our in-season tournament show tomorrow. But as of right now, go ahead and slap that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in, all of our new viewers. You ain't seen nothing yet. This is... Hey, it's just heating up in here.
It ain't even heating up, Ron. Basketball season just started.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Ron, why we ain't talking about Dame, though? Why are we talking about lame Dollar?
We about to right now, Ticket. We about to right now.
Him all summer, I was criticized and ridiculed on his goddamn channel. And today, motherfuckers gonna put some RESPECT on my goddamn name. Because I told y'all the whole time, and Damo, you can wipe your face, you do whatever you want to do, you like a deacon. If you need a rag, I get you one, whatever. But I told everybody in this goddamn chat room, Ron, Dame Dollar is not that nigga. I told y'all that. And y'all don't want to listen. He has functified Giannis Antetokounmpo. He has brought Giannis Antetokounmpo and the entire Milwaukee Bucks organization down to his bull job side.
I'm sorry.
It's disgusting, and he makes the old coach look like a goddamn savant.
Whew. I'm sorry, y'all.
Daniel Smith sent through a super chat. Hold up right quick, Ticket. Let me read some of these super chats. We're gonna talk about Dame, Ticket. Hold on, we're gonna talk about Dame. Daniel Smith sent through a super chat. He said Lillard is just a scorer, not a winner.
Tell the truth, Chilltown. Go ahead, Chill. Go ahead.
I'm sorry,
where's Dub at? Where the fake ass John B. Dub at? Tell me, he's going to move the limit. We're going to win the chip. Doug, I hope Mars cook your whole ass in open gym today. I hope he cook your punk ass, nigga.
Oh my god! Honestly, Ron, I'm watching the Bucks, and it's still something that they're trying to figure out. Dame's still shooting the same shots that he was shooting in in Portland. And what I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about Dame when he played on the Olympic team with a bunch of other stars, and he wasn't great. But when he was in Portland with a bunch of B+ guys, B+ and C guys, he was fantastic. But now he's with an A guy, and it's looking tricky. Is it a mental thing with him? What is it? What's going on? Is it because there's more pressure on him to win? Why isn't he what he was before? What's going on with him? Is he
because it's 5 games?
So we just got started. That's what I was thinking, Mars. We just got started, and we gotta get this thing figured out between these two. And I felt like it was.
I've been said he's the worst defensive point guard in the league. Him and Trae Young. I've been said that. I knew that going in.
So you don't think that affects
already
them?
Acknowledge that.
You don't think that affects how they're going to end up?
I acknowledge that would affect them. I was aware. Like, it doesn't surprise me that Dame is terrible on defense. I've been saying he's terrible on defense for years because he is. I said he's one of the worst defensive point guards I've ever seen. I've been saying that. People said Kyrie was worse defensively. I said no. Dame is one of the worst defensive point guards in the league. People said Steph Curry was worse defensively. I said no. Damian Lillard is one of the worst defensive point guards I've ever seen. So this doesn't surprise me. You replace maybe the best defensive point guard with maybe the worst. Like, it was obviously gonna take a toll defensively. However, offensively, it's been 5 games. And I know that's what we have to do here is overreact to 5 games and say Dame's a fraud.
No, I'm not overreacting, Mars. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. It's just that I knew it was going to take some time with him and with you got 2 ball dominant guys. And you got 2 ball dominant guys, and you got to figure out how these guys are going to play within the system, right? And Adrian Griffin is a defensive-minded coach. So a lot of Milwaukee's offense is created by their defense. Well, that's pretty difficult when you got a point guard that doesn't defend like that. That's kind of difficult when you have that. So with that being said, there's other ways that we got to figure out the offense between these two. I find Damian Lillard a lot of times in the outlet spot, asking for the basketball. Giannis is already going with it. They're playing faster. So Dame a lot of times is in space trying to figure out where he should be. And then he's taking shots where I'm not going to say that they late in the shot clock, but he just doesn't look like he's in the flow. And I know it's only 5 games, but this is something that's going to take some time to get figured out. I think I think this is a 2-3 year window tops.
Anybody else have anything to say about Dame and his lack of defense? How the Bucks got worse? How they need to be calling Mike Budenholzer back?
Nope, I have nothing to say about the Bucks, but I do find it funny how since the season started and it's been 5 games or 4 games, I'm surprised there's no overreactions or any reactions on the player Jordan Poole. I guess just nobody's watching him now. Everybody had him as the next. I heard next James Harden. I heard, he's in a Gilbert situation, and now nobody watching the Wizards.
I know I did a video about that. I did a video about that, Dom. We're gonna get into that. We're definitely gonna get into that. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I did a video about that. That shit he did last night, he should have been slapped last night. Last night, somebody should have slapped him. Nigga, you down 30 throwing alley-oops off the glass? Somebody should have came from the crowd and just slapped you in the face for doing that dumb shit, bro.
I mean, in his defense, they're down 30 already. Like,
as his teammate, I'd have damn near tried to choke his ass for doing some dumb shit like that. Bro, we down 30, and you on a fast break throwing lobs off the glass to Kuzma. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
I mean, Ticket, they not gonna win 25 games. At this point, it's kind of like, yo, go have fun.
Bro, I'm very disappointed in that dude, man. I can't even tell you and Dom, I thought about you with that shit too. I can't even think about the disappointment that I am with him right now. Averaging 17 points, shooting 38% from the field, bro. 20-some% from the 3.
Hey, it is super early in the season, but I was told, even if he shoots inefficient, he getting all the shots. Not with Kyle Kuzma there. I don't know why motherfuckers thought just because Jordan Poole's coming to Washington, Kyle Kuzma is just going to stop shooting the ball. No, Kyle Kuzma shoots equally as much as Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole in the last 2 games only shot 11 to 13 shots in both games, and Kyle Kuzma shooting 20? Yeah, that's why Denny was on the wing. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Because they don't believe he's that kind of guy. On that team doesn't. The players don't see it. The upper management might see it. The fans might see it. Denny don't see it. I'm pretty sure Kuzma don't see it. That's why he's still shooting as much as he wants to shoot. A lot of those guys don't see it. Now, I will say, take time. Let him come in his own. All bada bing, bada boom, whatever. But that averaging 28 shit, that shit's dead.
Damo, though.
He gonna lead the league in scoring. That shit's dead. He's not.
Here's what you got to factor in though too. Like for last night, just specifically last night, and this is gonna happen a lot throughout the season. They were getting smacked last night. Jordan Poole only played 20 minutes, only shot 13 shots. If he plays 15 more minutes, that 13 points is probably 25. So I'm saying like
game before.
I could say the same thing. I could say the same thing about.
He played more than 20 minutes, and he still shot 11 to 13 shots. And he
just had a bad game. Look, I'm not excusing his play last night because he got to play
18 shots.
He got to play better so they can stay in the game.
18 shots is a lot of shots, Damo.
I know it's a lot of shots, and he's not hitting them, and that's my point.
Well, look, this is the thing, Damo. What I was saying, I'm not
30 shots and average of 29 points. Like, no, he's Jordan Poole.
Well, look, what I was saying, the whole thing was, Kuz is still gonna get his shots. I'm saying they both gonna be chucking, and that's 20-20. Like I said, both of them are just gonna shoot a whole lot of shots. They both gonna be chucking. That doesn't mean I don't think they're gonna be a good team. I don't think they're gonna win. I just assume that both of them are just gonna be out there each shooting 18 to 22 shots. Just get them shots up. That's what I assume. I'm thinking the teammates is not going to enjoy their time there. They're going to be looking at these niggas in the locker room like, bro, what's going on? This is just, I'm just expecting it to be a very dysfunctional situation. That's right.
I feel you. I know we spent an hour talking about majority Laker basketball, so I just want to give these other teams a shine to deserve it. I spoke on Shaden Sharp. I will say, Cade got to be better than that, man. Got to close the game on strong. There was no JD there. The best player on the Pistons wasn't there, so I give him a little bit of slack. Give him a little bit of slack. But Cade, you got to be better than that. But still I like the game I see him out of him. Asor finally had a good night scoring the ball for his standards. I like that a lot. Yeah.
And Ivy.
James Wiseman got his first minutes of the season.
Oh, James Wiseman, 6 minutes, -15. All I gotta say. Crazy work. Love it.
Go to hell, Bars. You in.
I said he got his first. No, don't stop that. I said he got his first minutes of the season.
You let him into it.
I said he got his first minutes of the season. That's what I said.
You threw the lob, buddy. You threw the lob, Mars. We in this together.
Mars, you a little punk. I know you feeling good. First thing, you little punk. I know you feeling good right now.
He got his first minutes of the season.
I know you feeling good, but look, enjoy one of the only wins y'all gonna get. I guarantee you the Wizards win more games than y'all. So enjoy the only win you gonna get this season. Pretty much one of the only wins y'all gonna get.
The Wizards winning more games than Houston.
The Wizards go, man. Have you seen Houston?
You want to put money on that?
We just won.
No, right, that's y'all. I'm saying, but have you seen both teams?
Yes, I have. Washington is the worst team in the league. Them in Memphis.
Yeah, what reason do you have for Houston being worse than Washington? Other than your hate for Dylan Brooks, what reason do you have?
Yeah, no, that is the main reason. Like, bro, he's been playing well. Has destroyed, bro. He got Stephen Curry dropped that nigga off. What are you talking about?
Okay, you didn't watch the game.
In the meat, right? Right.
You didn't watch the game. Steph Curry shot 1 for 5 when guarded by Dylan Brooks. You just one highlight.
I said he dropped him off.
And you lost your mind because he didn't
hit the big shot. No, I'm saying he hit the big shot.
Steph drops everybody off.
And that was late in the game, by the way. That was in the fourth quarter when he hit him with that. So it wasn't like, that was in the beginning of the game. He was doing that all night.
He had 16 or something.
He still dropped them off, period. And they lost. And he dropped Bob ass off, too.
Here's the thing, Damo. Here's the thing, Damo. The stuff that I see with Cade is stuff that he was making the mistakes that he's making those same mistakes that he was making when he was a rook. Now, on the one hand, I'm thinking, well, he didn't play all last season, so he didn't really have an opportunity to grow. So he's basically, this is his second year in the league. So with that being said, there's still some room for growth there. But overall, Cade looks like he's their lead guard of the future. He gets to the middle of the lane. He gets to wherever he wants to go. That mid-range, I think, is going to improve. Him and Jalen Duren, when Jalen Duren is diving to the basket, I mean, those two as a combo, they look great. The one thing that I like is I like Ivy in transition. I'm loving Ivy in transition, and I'm loving the fact that when he gets the ball in space, he's difficult to deal with. Very difficult to deal with. I had said that I thought that both Cade and Ivy as a backcourt were going to be I thought that they were going to be one of the best young backcourts in the league. And I still stand on that. But I think I got to cut Cade a little bit of slack because essentially he's going into his second year because he didn't play last year. I'm still seeing some of the same stuff that I saw him do as a rook, but I got to give him a little bit more time.
They got a ways to go, Chill. They still don't know how to close games, and that's what I noticed about them. They don't know how to.
That's it, and that's it, Mars. The turnover issues that he's having, it's the same thing that I'm seeing from when he was a rook. But I got to cut him a little bit of slack because again, he didn't play last year, so he didn't have that room to grow. So this year is last year all over again.
Shout out to Marcus Sasser as well, by the way.
In fact, underrated rookie that I was not even thinking about for real and just been balling this season. I just don't think that. And again, I've been inducted into the Pistons community, so they've been telling me to chill. But I'm gonna keep pushing the propaganda. I don't think Cade is I don't think he's a one as of right now. And maybe it could easily be something he just needs to learn to deal with and learn the game because the point guard is the hardest position to learn as a young guy coming into the league in this league. So maybe it's something he just has to learn. But it's the way he gets the turnovers I just don't like, man. I just don't like some of these passes he's had. I just don't like it. I feel Jaden Ivey should be the starting one. He should be the 2. Asor should be the 3. But I'm being told, hey, man, give it time. Yeah. All right, cool. But at a certain point, it's not even about him getting a lot. Like, Vic is getting a lot of turnovers, and it's like, okay, that's a clear learning thing. And it's like passes he's trying to make, he'll figure that out. With Cade, you've only played one full season, played 15 games in one season, and this is your 3rd technical season, but you're only playing technically 2 seasons. But you've still been around pros long enough. You still worked out long enough. You've still been in film rooms long enough to know like what you need to be doing, at least being able to see it. So I don't think he's genuinely a 1. I think he's actually a 2. I feel like he'll be way better as a 2.
I'm glad you're talking about point guards because since you're talking about point guards, did y'all notice that the Portland Trailblazers? Did y'all notice the Portland Trailblazers are winning games since they cut Skeet's minutes?
They didn't cut Skeet's minutes. He rolled his ankle last night. Chill out.
No, I'm saying right. No, you're not hearing me. Right. Hold on. His minutes got cut, and they've been winning games.
Okay,
period.
They won last night.
Hold on. Malcolm Brogdon has shown you, and then Mars. Did you see my boy last night, Mars? Did you see Aiden, baby? He coming back, Mars. He coming back.
I said I wasn't out on Aiden. I said I was worried.
He had like 16 and 11 last night. Ron, he's coming back, Ron. He's coming back.
I mean, yeah, he started off great in the first quarter. He started off, he was aggressive, and then for the rest of the game, I think he scored like 8 points in the last 3 quarters. So
they better than y'all too. Portland.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But you saying they cut Scoot's minutes implies I think you're just reading the box score.
No, I didn't read the box score. I actually watched the game. No, I'm saying
then they didn't cut Scoot's minutes because they won against Toronto and he played like 35 minutes.
Since his minutes was cut. No, actually, if you look at
his minutes weren't cut. He left the game.
No. Wait. Go look at the other game they won.
He played 34 minutes.
No, listen to what I'm saying to you.
And he fouled out.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying to you. You're not hearing what I'm saying to you. I'm saying no. I'm not. I'm telling you. You're not. Let me finish.
What you saying, Ticket? What are you saying, Ticket?
Whatever he's saying is going to be a lie.
Malcolm bro. The fact that Malcolm Brogdon's role is becoming bigger is equaling wins for this team. They're minimizing. What I'm saying is they're minimizing Scoot Henderson, and they're increasing Malcolm Brogdon, and that I think that trend needs to continue.
Ticket, are you saying that with him being on the floor, because he played 35 minutes the other night, so the fact that he's on the floor,
I'm saying
this is what I'm saying. Right, so the fact that he's on the floor, they're keeping the ball away from him. Is that what you're trying to say? And they're focusing more on other guys.
Let him wiggle his way.
I'm saying Malcolm Brogdon. I'm saying Malcolm
Brogdon. We already got to the bottom of that. That's not true, Miles. We already got to the bottom of that.
No. Anyway. I'm saying Malcolm Brogdon, increased role on the team, is the reason why they're winning games. I told you guys this the other day. They should increase Malcolm Brogdon's role and cut down his as far as him being the guy with the ball in the team. But
with that being said, though, Ticket, that would mean that would be cutting his minutes, and they're not cutting his minutes. He's playing. If I'm going to be on the floor as the primary ball handler, you're not going to cut.
They're cutting. Listen, you can still be on the court, but if I'm on the court and hold on, if I'm on the court, if I'm on the court and I reduce your role, they've cut your role. That's what they've done with Malcolm Brogdon. So Malcolm Brogdon's role since the first game has drastically increased up until now. Right. And it's resulted in wins. Go look at Malcolm Brogdon's performances when they won these games. Go look at how much he's had the ball in his hands more in that offense since they won these games. I said, and that's why I came in and told y'all the other day that Chauncey, to me, he need to go ahead and just put Scoot Henderson on the bench. I ain't saying cut his minutes. I'm saying put him on bring him off the bench behind Malcolm Brogdon. Let Malcolm Brogdon be the starter if you're trying to win games, but you want this guy to learn better. Because to me, he's not going to learn better the way they have been using him right now. To me, he's not a dude that you can let crash and burn. I think he's just going to crash and never recover if you do it like that. I think that he needs to be. No, I think that he needs to be able to come behind Malcolm Brogdon and learn the game. And I think that Chauncey, okay, if y'all still want to give him y'all minutes, fine. Look at how they doing Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller's still getting his minutes, but his role is increased. See what I'm saying?
As the primary ball handler, it's pretty difficult to decrease a guy's role when he's on the floor as much as Scoot's been on the floor. I mean, I think he rolled his ankle in the third quarter, but he was on his way to playing over 30 minutes last night. That was happening. And as the primary ball handler, it's pretty difficult for me to cut your role as the primary ball handler. When you're
Malcolm Brogdon not cut his role? When Malcolm Brogdon's on the court, does he not cut into Scoot Henderson's role from what you've seen?
What? I don't think so. No. Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. Well, we see the game different then.
All right, fellas. Super chats. James Goss 123 said, Mars, I stand with you. Pat Connaughton is a fake shooter, and I'm throwing in Jay Crowder and Danny Green too.
Throw in Max Strus in there too. Throw him in there too.
No, he's been established. He's been established as a fake shooter. He's a president of the fake shooter fan club.
He might be the president, Mars, of the fake shooter club. Because I'll see him go 8 for 10, and then I'll see him go 6 for 10, and then the next 5 games he'll go 2 for 17. He's definitely in that crew.
It's kind of hard when you got Dame Dollar coming out shooting 40-foot threes every game.
No, you're not selling me that ticket. You know why you're not selling me that? Because I'm watching Donovan Mitchell get double teamed last night. Get double teamed and still kicking the ball off the Strus for wide open shots, and he can't make open shots.
I ain't talking about Strus. I was talking about Pat Connaughton. My bad.
Pat Connaughton couldn't shoot last season.
Donovan.
No. I'm talking about
until the playoffs.
You got to keep kicking at the max. You got to let Max keep shooting. I mean, as a shooter, you know, I mean, they're going to be streaky. You know what I'm saying? You're going to hit some, you're going to miss some, but just keep shooting the ball. If that's your job, keep shooting that. Shoot it till you break it. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at a shooter to keep shooting the ball. And I just want Donovan Mitchell to keep giving those guys confidence. Let them know that he believes in them, because Donovan Mitchell's not going to be able to win by himself regardless. It doesn't matter. It doesn't when it comes down to the playoffs and whatnot and the end of the season. He can't win by himself, so he got to establish that confidence in his teammates. Like, Max, shoot the ball. Pat Connaughton, if that's your job on the team, which maybe it shouldn't be, but if it is your job on the team, you know what I'm saying? Shoot the ball, man.
He won a championship like that. But if you get one shot, he only had one shot. And then look at the other guy, Beasley. He hit like 6 threes the other night. So he did his job. He was probably the best player they had on the team the other night. So he did his job.
He was for sure.
But Pat Connaughton, that's why when he said Pat Connaughton thing, I was thinking Pat Connaughton, he hadn't even been able to shoot the ball. It's hard to shoot the ball when you got Dame playing the way that he plays. You know, Dame didn't take a lot of shots the other night. They just got wiped off the court. But still, the way Dame plays, it's hard for role players like Pat Connaughton, those guys, to get a lot of shots, bro, because you got to think about it. Giannis got to get his shots. Middleton got to get his shots. Brook Lopez still need his few shots. Jay Crowder looking for a couple shots. You understand what I'm saying?
See, ticket with that, like, just like in the comments right now, they talking about Malik, a fake shooter too. Like, he go if Malik has a game where he shoots, I don't know, let's say like 6 for 10 or something like that, which is obviously really good from 3. Like, they're gonna be like, oh, he's a good shooter. But then the next day, if he goes 1 for 5, he's a fake shooter now. Like, they expect players to shoot 70% from the 3-point line. It's crazy.
It's hard to make a 3. Open or not, it's hard to make a 3. Like, what is the average 3-point shooter in the NBA? What would you guys say?
On open threes or in general?
33, 34.
Just in general. Not every shot's gonna be open. Some of them are gonna be contested.
Oh, in general, I think
they're saying Malik's a fake 3 indeed, but he's shooting 46 from the 3 this year. He shot 37, 39, 40 in his career before. So I don't see it as
a fake shooter at all.
Not at all.
I think there's a difference between a fake and a streaky shooter. To me, a streaky shooter is someone who just they sometimes make good looks and then other times they'll miss. A fake shooter is someone who gets left open and doesn't shoot very well. That's why Pat Connaughton to me is a fake shooter.
So what? A lot of others. There's some people. There's some people more. It's like for me, for instance, it's easier for me to shoot a three and somebody closing out on me because it makes me focus on getting that ball up. You know what I'm saying? I've been known to have a flat jump shot when I'm shooting wide open, just shooting it. But if somebody closes out, there's a lot of people that's like. So that's why it's like, oh, is it open or is it contested? Is it on the move? Is it on the catch? Like, don't matter. Just shoot the ball.
If teams actively leave you open and you don't shoot well,
so Mars,
that's not a fake shooter, Mars. That's a liability. He's with us. In the words with Jalen Rose, he's with us.
His only role on offense is his only role on offense is
straight liability.
Yeah. And it's bad design that teams leave him open, and then he's there shooting 34%. You're a fake shooter, like Matisse Thybulle, fake shooter.
Nobody ever.
Matisse ain't no fake shooter.
We were having a discussion last season.
No, we were not. Nobody ever labeled Matisse.
Someone pull up the tape.
I would love to see
nobody 37% in Portland and he's being called a floor spacer. I remember because I was having to argue the fact that he was not floor spacer.
Wait, who don't remember
that debate? I vividly remember. Don't tell me we didn't have that conversation. I remember having that conversation.
Maybe open gym.
If I said that, Mars, I apologize because Matisse Thybulle is not a shooter. I would not.
I don't even know who Matisse is.
If I said that, you shoot like 34, 37% on nothing but wide open.
Morris, name, leave them
open. That's a fake shooter.
I do remember us having a conversation about Thybulle last season.
Yeah,
I don't remember talking about no Matisse Thybulle, man.
I
remember
all the conversations we have up here. I don't remember no Matisse Thybulle.
Yo, bro, it's like
I call a fake shooter, not the street. Malik Beasley's not.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That was me. I said that. That was me. I said that.
Yeah, both of you. It was both of you.
I'm not gonna lie. That was me. Bob, that was me who was arguing with Mars about that.
Oh shit! I guarantee all 6 of us up here shoot better than Matisse.
No. I'm saying, but I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. I'm not gonna lie to Mars. I'm not gonna lie and say that to Mars. And Mars is right. Now he did go 3 or 4 from the 3-point line the other game, but yeah, he's only shooting 31 on the season. So I had to agree with Mars.
Oh, well, he'll go 3 or 4 tomorrow, and then all of a sudden he won't be a fake shooter. So what's he?
But wait, hold on. If Matisse is shooting 31% from 3, I'm happy with that for Matisse. Go ahead, boy. Yeah, I'm thinking Matisse shooting like. Hey, wait, man, it's bad.
I do have to say this, Mars. When you're playing with Skeet Henderson, it is going to be hard for you to get good looks because he's not a good point guard. So, I mean, it's not like you playing with a seasoned veteran point guard that's going to get you good looks in your pocket to where when you shooting it, you know what I'm saying, you comfortable and in rhythm. That's different than playing with a young kid. Like, y'all got to take this into the aspect too. The same thing we said with DeAndre Ayton. Like, bro, he's a big man. Guard, he needs a good guard to know how to get him the ball. Skeet doesn't know how to do all this stuff yet on the NBA level. So you can't really blame all these other guys for not playing up to their full potential when the point guard is a damn rookie that's not ready for this. He's not ready for this level. You know what I'm saying? He's not ready for what's going on. That's why I said Malcolm Brogdon coming in. Now, if you get Brogdon in there playing the minutes that he need to play, now what that does is you got a veteran point guard as a heady guy who understands how to get guys going, where they need the ball at, and how to deliver the ball. I think that's all very important when you're talking about 3-point shooting too.
He's played with Ben Simmons, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. He's just not a shooter, is what it is. But yeah, I'm sure Scoot Henderson not getting him the ball the way he wants it might contribute. Sure, but he's those are the people I call fake shooters. Isaac Okoro, fake shooter. Matisse Thybulle, fake shooter. Those type of people are fake shooters, not someone who's streaky. I think I can recognize the difference between a streaky shooter and a fake shooter. So
a guy that you leave open.
If you want someone shooting threes,
right,
they're a fake shooter. To me,
that's showing love more. The only reason those guys are even fake shooters, they're just
because they're on the floor. Like I said, they're on the floor. A guy like Okoro, you want him shooting the basketball. That's not a fake shooter. That's a liability.
Yeah, but then people will say, "Ooh, 35% when he's shooting nothing but wide open corner threes."
Right,
fake shooter.
No, that's not a fake shooter. If I'm shooting wide open threes, that's not my fault. That's your fault. You might want to close out. If I'm knocking down 35, 36% of these bitches, you better close out. I'm not a fake shooter.
I'm not closing out on 1-3 a game. I'm gonna be honest.
Also, too, Mars, a lot of times it's a defensive scheme too. It's like, am I going like the Bucks, for instance? Like, am I going to give Pat Connaughton a 3? And we can even go back with the past couple of years too. But I'm gonna stick with this year. Am I going to give Pat Connaughton an open 3, or am I going to give James Harden or Giannis Antetokounmpo a wide open lane for a dunk? No, we got to build a wall. Am I going to help on Dame, or am I going to focus on Pat Connaughton? Obviously, you're going to focus on Dame. That's just the fact of the matter. So it's like, Pat, if we can close out to you, if we can get to you, obviously we want to do that. If not, bro, have at it. Shoot us out the game. Pat, you got to beat us.
When a guy like Isaac Okoro is on the scouting report as the guy we're leaving open, we know for a fact that he cannot knock down open shots with regularity. We know that for a fact. That's not a fake shooter. That's a liability, because if he makes one, we're daring him to continue to do that. We know that for
fake shooters, Max Strus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's the president. Credit to him. He just made like 64 million to be a fake shooter.
I agree. No, Mark. I agree with y'all on that. But do y'all agree that
Max got a strap?
Do y'all agree that LaMelo Ball's a fake shooter and needs to be traded right now?
I don't think I don't think LaMelo's a shooter more. There's a difference between a guy who's a shooter and a guy who can shoot.
Yeah. Hey.
You want to free him?
It's time to trade LaMelo Ball, bro.
Same way Zach LaVine needs to be traded.
He's a fake shooter. He's a fake point guard. It's time to trade him, bro. He hasn't got better since he became. He hasn't got better since he became an All-Star. It's time to move him now before teams figure out that he ain't that good, bro.
Wait, you're talking about LaMelo?
Yes. Dude in Charlotte.
Wait, before you figure out he's not that good, it's crazy. Yeah, I know
he's gotten worse. He's gotten worse since he became an All-Star. His shooting is absolutely horrible. His shot selection is horrible. So to me, he's a fake shooter because he came in the league supposed to be a shooter. That was supposed to be his strength, even over being a point guard, was his ability to shoot the ball. But he has been a fake shooter.
That's not true.
I'm gonna say I don't know about that.
He came in from Australia shooting 25% from 3. They questioned how his shot was going to translate.
They said Lonzo was the real point guard and LaMelo was more of the shooter-scorer type.
No. D'Angelo was the scorer. Lonzo was the point guard, and LaMelo was a blend of the two. He was a natural scorer.
Because there's a difference, Damo. There's a difference.
LaMelo was like a combo. He had Lonzo's passing feel, but he had LiAngelo's scoring aggression. That's what he came in with. LiAngelo was someone who was just shooting everything. But LaMelo in Australia shot 25% from 3. And the question was, how is his shot going to translate? Because similar to Lonzo, his form wasn't fundamental. He had this little weird push shot where his elbows are like this and he's doing that. So they questioned how his shot was going to translate. He didn't come in as a shooter. He shot better than everyone expected when he came in. That was definitely not the label.
He's only shooting 26 from the 3 right now this year and 30 from the field. He
started the season badly. I'm just saying he never came in as a shooter. That wasn't.
And he takes bad shots. He's a bad shot taker.
That's what I'm saying to you as being a Charlotte Hornets fan. I just think that he's a fraud. I think while I was talking about fake shooters, I think he's just fake all the way. I think that LaMelo Ball, and I like LaMelo coming into the league, but I don't think he's improved. I think he's one of the fakest guards in the NBA. And I think that the Charlotte Hornets need to get him as far away from that organization. If you're trying to build guys like Brandon Miller and these other guys, they need to try to see what they need to see the best package they can get for LaMelo Ball. He has not improved, bro. Him being selected to the All-Star team has gotten to his head. And I'm telling you, bro, I've watched this kid. He has not improved. Tell me one thing he improved on this game, Damo, since he made the All-Star team.
Well, one, you're not going to hear it from me because I was sitting up here getting crucified, being called a casual and not knowing basketball. When I said he wasn't improving because his game wasn't improving, because he's in Charlotte and they're enabling him to just be what he is now. I said this a week or two ago.
I had this conversation.
Yeah, I already knew he's not getting better. Now, I think he's still good. I don't think he's trash. I don't think he's a fake point guard. I don't think he's a fake shooter. I just think that Charlotte is a bad situation for anybody trying to grow. I hardly think Brandon Miller will do any developing there. I think Brandon Miller will just smallly add to what he already is, just like PJ Washington did, just like Miles Bridges did, just like any other Charlotte project or Charlotte pick out of the last 10, 15 years have been. They just add smallly to what they were. How did Kemba Walker improve while being in Charlotte? Because all I know from Kemba Walker is he continued to be himself and just, I don't know.
But didn't he make multiple All-Star teams? Didn't he make multiple All-Star teams?
But he was already good. That's what I'm saying. He was already great. As a rookie, it wasn't like he started off very short as a rookie and then just, boom, they got astronomically better. No, he smallly added to what he already was. He was great in college. He was an older guy in college, and he smallly added to that while he was in the league. He was still great. What happened when he left Charlotte? What happened when he had expectations? It was on other teams and had different roles and different requirements. He looked awful and played himself out the league because of it. That's what I'm saying with LaMelo. I agree. LaMelo should be traded, but it's not because Charlotte is taking a hindrance at him. It's because Charlotte is a fucking terrible place to be developed as it is right now. They need to rebuild that front office.
Y'all agree with what he just said? That y'all think is more the organization than LaMelo Ball himself?
I think it's a combination of the two. I do. But I do think LaMelo has a lot to do with it, 100%. I don't think that his game has improved much. I don't think that his IQ as a basketball player has improved much. Like you said, since he made the All-Star team, I watched him me and Damo just had this conversation when I was watching him when they was playing against the Heat, when Mark Williams is diving to the basket and he gets from the basketball 2 or 3 times, and then he's coming out jacking threes, completely throwing his team off rhythm. He's kind of got a Trae Young scent to him. That's kind of what's going on with him, and I don't like it. I don't.
Oh, and by the you saying Trae Young, the Atlanta Hawks on fire right now. we gave them heat. Boy, the Atlanta Hawks turned. Ron was right. And Mars, I gotta give y'all credit. Y'all
Ron wasn't. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Hey, Ron, I can't believe how Atlanta been running around here. Ron, I ain't gonna lie. I can't believe how since y'all said that day, since they said that day, I can't believe how Atlanta been running around here. Atlanta been smacking dudes since they said that. And I watched that. Mars and Ron stood on business for Trae Young and took all that heat. And Trae Young and them dudes been delivering ever since they said that in that show. They've been running around here smacking teams. I said, damn, dog. Atlanta look like one of the better teams in the East right now.
Trae still ain't really played up to his, his standards of what we expect Trae to play too. He's still playing like, but DeJounte Murray's really been the one that stepped up. He had that 40-point game. Last night he had like 24 and 8. Mm-hmm. Jalen Johnson. I've been meaning to talk about Jalen Johnson because I was big on Jalen Johnson, even coming out of Duke. I was disappointed in him those first couple of years. Like, yo, Jalen, what are you doing? I was like, maybe I was just hyping this dude up. Maybe I thought he was better than what he was. A dude who's 6'8", 6'9", runs like a gazelle, athletic, obviously can guard the 3 or the 4. And I just thought he was a matchup problem for everybody. Obviously, athletic, crazy athletic, a live threat at any moment in time. I expected him to step on the floor and hit the ground running. Obviously, he didn't do that right away. But this year, he's shown that he's one of their better players. He's actually played himself into the starting lineup. So I'm eager to see if he can keep this up and even get better. But now Trae, DeJounte, they got somebody else over there too that really can. And maybe that was the thing. Get John Collins out of here, develop Jalen Johnson. He can be at worst, a version of what John Collins was, just an athletic forward. But I'm starting to, I'm liking what I'm seeing with him.
Yeah, I can't front, man. They turned it on, bro. I thought Charlotte was going to be a little bit better at the start of the season. They turned it off with Atlanta. If they can keep beating dudes like way they've been showing up winning games. And like I said, I don't know, Ron. I might have to, and Trae's going to start playing well at some point in time. And when he does, they really going to get dangerous. So I got my eye on.
I told everybody Charlotte was going to be trash. I'm confused on why people thought that was going to work out. So Charlotte's going to be trash. I will say with LaMelo looking bad right now, again, he's coming off of an injury. So, I mean, I give it a grain of salt with how bad he's playing. He still needs to pick it up, and I believe in him to go back and at least to his normal form. But a team that no one, I guess we're just not going to talk about how. And I seen people trying to kill Ticket for this, and I want to give Ticket some slack because when he said this was pre-trade. The Celtics look really fucking good, and people and Ticket was up here screaming, "Oh, Marcus Smart ain't there. They're not going to look as good." They did go and get Jrue Holiday, which no one thought was going to be a reality or a thing. So they replaced what they had with Marcus Smart with Jrue Holiday. But I do want to get my "I told you so's" off because when I said the name Peyton Pritchard, motherfuckers laughed at me like, "Oh, what the fuck is PP gonna do?"
But tell him be consistent though. Tell him he need to be consistent, Damo. I want to see him do it consistently.
That's fine. It's 4, 5, 6 games in the season. That's fine. All I'm saying is when we were having a conversation about who's going to step up, I said, I'm not going to lie to you. Peyton Pritchard could step up and play a bigger role. Peyton Pritchard replacing Marcus Smart. Okay, well now we
will holler at me in 30 games then. Holler at me in 30 games.
I'll let you in 30 games.
I guarantee damn well to you he ain't gonna be doing that shit 30 games
and
down the
I'm
line.
gonna holler at you in 30 games when the Grizzlies are like 1-29. And I'm gonna ask you, are you still about to have this faith in the Grizzlies being as good as they were supposed to be? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was Ox, I'd be on your ass every Grizzlies loss for that shit you was talking about the Kings and bringing up the bum ass Grizzlies with no John Morant.
They just as bad as Memphis though.
Better than me. No,
they just as bad as Memphis. What's Sacramento's record?
Better than Memphis.
Memphis the only team going to win.
Hey, they're gonna take a whole lot of
L's.
Hey, look, they're gonna be one of the worst teams in the league this year. All them L's they taking.
Yo, fellas, hold up right quick, because I do want to talk about this Kings and Warriors game. I just want to get off a couple of these super chats, and then we definitely go get to that game for sure.
Yeah, Bob, fix your face, nigga.
Player's Choice Dave said, play the tape ticket.
Ain't no tape. He spent 30 minutes looking for some non-existent tape, man.
I told somebody I got 25 for whoever find that tape.
You told it when I got on the show. I got the tape. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it.
I thought it was on the Lakers episode. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Damo, I got a bunch of money for you if you can find the murder weapon.
Hey man, shit. Hey, they would have did that with OJ. I guarantee you.
I don't want to hear. They did.
MP13 with the super chat said, I couldn't tell which was worse. Ham's 3-guard lineup or Lou's 3-guard? Tucker and Zubac lineup or Lou's 3-guard lineup, Tucker and Zubac lineup. That was unwatchable few minutes of basketball. That was an unwatchable few minutes of basketball.
I didn't hate
PJ Tucker don't even look to shoot the ball no more, chill. That's crazy, bro. He used to be a real 3-and-D guy. Now he's
just a D guy. That's it. That's it. That's all he out there for.
Chill. He don't even look to take a shot no more.
That's all he out there for.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dwight Howard type of player.
I'm gonna say he's a Dwight Howard type of guy, huh?
Yeah.
No.
Oh damn.
Focus, Damo.
DSG Piccolo said, just here to push shade and sharp propaganda. Boy looked nice last night.
He did. He looked real nice.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you Skeet play lesser minutes.
John Lyon said, is Reddish the Lakers' go-to defender behind AD?
Yes.
Well, Vanderbilt's out, yeah.
I'm about to say until Vando comes back.
He's better than Vandy right now, Mars, in my opinion.
Cam Reddish?
Yes. Chilltown. I'm watching Cam fight over them screens. Yeah. I'm watching Cam Reddish, how he getting up in dudes. Bro, that steal he got on Russ late last night, that was a game changer right there. That steal he got on Russ. He took it from him.
The one he ripped Paul George, he was sitting on that. He was sitting on that cross. Like, bring that weak ass left to right. I'm sitting on that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, Mark. I used to hate Cam Reddish, but me watching him now play defense, the young boy bring it defensively. I ain't gonna lie. He brings it defensively. Even if his shot ain't going, he gonna compete defensively. I gotta get y'all that about him, bro. I like that. That might save his NBA career.
Also, too, Cam gonna start knocking down shots. Cam gonna have, if he plays minutes like last night, he gonna have a couple 20-point games or two, and then it's gonna look a whole lot different along with the defense too.
Mm-hmm.
MP13 said, how long do I have to wait until I can call Dame a terrorist? He's playing with ideal teammates and severely underperforming. 21 points on 40%. Trash.
Thank you. Thank you. All these years with Chilltown, y'all been complaining he ain't got no help. You gave this Negro the MVP of the NBA, and look what he doing.
And the best rotation player in the game in Bobby.
Come on, bro. Look what he's doing. Y'all get mad at me. I told y'all this the whole time. Look what he doing. See what I'm saying?
But the whole like low field goal percentage, has Dame ever been? He's a high volume shooter. He's always been like that. But has he ever been a guy that's shooting 48, 49 from the floor? He's always been a guy that's between like 42 and 44% from the floor. That's always who Dame is.
And that's playing with chill. And that's playing with bad players. Now imagine you playing with great players and getting open looks and shooting like this. Make it make sense.
Well, he wasn't playing with bad players in Portland. He was playing with good players in Portland. He was playing with good players in Portland.
That's what y'all said, Chilltown. Y'all said he would. Y'all said he didn't have nobody. Y'all said that CJ McCollum wasn't equivalent to being a second star, and y'all said he didn't have enough help. So now you put him in a situation where not only he got shooters, so we got to acknowledge that he have shooters. He have another superstar on the team and who draws all kind of attention. He still has Chris Middleton on the team, and they got a solid bench with Jay Crowder and all these other guys. How in the hell is you shooting worse?
K Cash 45 KCash45 said, if Jason Turnover keeps getting guarded one-on-one with an open floor because he's got 3 all-stars, failing again with a super team makes him the biggest fail ever.
Here we go with the super team logic. Give me a break, man. There is, well, number one, there is no super team logic with him because that team was built with him on it. That's number one. They traded for a better player in Marcus Smart. I'm sorry, in Drew Holiday. They traded for a better player. They did trade for KP. But as of right now, Jason Tatum is playing like the league MVP. So what are we talking about when you talk about this dude, the biggest fail ever? And if I'm not mistaken, isn't Boston undefeated? If I'm not mistaken, they haven't lost a game. And I think he's averaging 30-9 as of right now. And he didn't play and he didn't even play in the fourth quarter last night. He went 30-12. He didn't even play last night in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Damo, and you,
one-on-one. He's playing more in the post. He's playing more in the mid-range. So it's obvious that his game is improved there. So when you're talking about when you're talking about him, don't just talk about the dude and his inconsistencies. Talk about him as a whole. And it's obvious when you're becoming that guy, when you're at that level, people talk about you like this. So nice job, JT. You there, brother. You absolutely there. You absolutely there.
What happened to Tyrese Halliburton last night?
He didn't play.
He didn't play.
He didn't play.
And that's why I say you don't watch the game.
No. I'm asking, nigga. I'm asking what happened to him last night.
Like, why didn't he play? That's what I'm saying. That's what Ticket's saying. Like, why? What was wrong with him? Why didn't he play?
What happened? Why he didn't play? What happened?
Like, why didn't he play? Because to be honest with y'all dudes, I know that games like
that's exactly what I asked you. Why
games like this are an anomaly.
What happened? Did he get hurt? I didn't hear nothing about no injury.
Right. I didn't hear nothing about anything.
Nigga, what are you talking about? That's what I'm
why is he sitting out?
I'm asking you because I'm literally looking at the stat sheet right now.
Tyrese Halliburton is not load managing. Come on, y'all.
Everybody
didn't play because he hurt. Because he hurt is because he's sick.
I'm literally looking at the stat sheet right now.
Ron, see, that's bullshit, Ron.
Load managing.
Hearing that.
You sick of hearing what? The players are hurt or sick?
For a week into the season, you just got the goddamn job. We just started.
Chill. That's what I'm saying. Chill. If you and Ticket are sick and miss tomorrow's episode, are we supposed to be mad at you guys because you got sick a week into the season?
No. But so he was sick last night, Ron?
I don't know what happened. I'm saying I don't know. I'm saying he was hurt. He was sick.
On the injury report, it says ankle injury, but it says day-to-day. So
you know what day-to-day means, Mars? That means that if the playoffs was going on, he'd play. That's what that means. He could have went last night.
I think Bradley Beal was listed as day-to-day, and
right. And if the playoffs started, Bradley Beal would be in the lineup. That's what day-to-day means. That means that today I can go, maybe tomorrow I can't go. Today I can go. That's what day-to-day means. I see how I feel.
Y'all say bullshit, man. Bro, I got the stat sheet right in front of my face. I seen he didn't play. That's why I asked him what happened because I didn't see any news that said Tyrese Halliburton got hurt, he got injured, or anything that held him out of that game.
Why is he not playing? Why is he not playing?
Why didn't he not play?
And by the way, everybody
the wiggling around these claims.
No, I ain't no talking about. I hold my hand to God. I had the stat sheet right in here in front of my hand the whole time because I was looking at something when Chilltown was talking about the Celtics with Tatum, and I seen that Halliburton has no minutes, no points, no rebounds, no assists. So I asked, what happened to him last night? Why didn't he play? Niggas look at me like I'm crazy.
If I work for the Pacers, I could tell y'all. I don't.
Right. So now I'm saying, right. Hold on. That's my point. It wasn't reported because I always look at the NBA news every day. It wasn't reported that he had any injury or anything. So I didn't even know. I'm like, hold on, what's going on with this nigga?
I got you. He's in the Let's Keep It About Discord. I'll add him and see if he'll tell me, but I don't know.
Yeah, he's just gonna tell you, oh no, I didn't feel like playing against Boston for
low key. If he said that, I'll be dead. Like,
I was trying to play for.
I didn't feel like coming to work last night. Even though they lost by 50, give me a break.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be there. Oh, well, if I'm there, we lose by 30. Nah, I'm good. Sit there.
Yo, I'm here to tell you, Tyrese Halliburton is not load managing. He didn't play last night. He's hurt.
Why you give him that? Why is it for Tyrese, but anybody else?
So no. If Scoot doesn't play tomorrow, he's hurt.
You ain't saying it about.
You're not load managing Scoot Henderson. You're not. You're just not. If he can play, you're gonna let him play.
Ron, you're not saying that about Beal, and you're not saying that about Devin Booker.
I've seen Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal should not be playing basketball.
I'm about to say,
who cares if you want a low minutes?
Hold on.
Devin Booker, I don't know. Bradley Beal should not be playing basketball. With what I just said.
What's going on with him, Mars? Because I haven't seen anything. Does it look like he can't walk?
That back is not playable.
Yeah, that back is bad. I don't know. And I ain't gonna lie to you. If this continues, you're definitely going to see something about somebody lying on a physical, or there's going to be some type of reprimandations for that trade. But I seen the clip of him shooting. And Bradley Beal's not about to play for a minute.
His back,
he's gonna be out for a while.
His back, he looks.
Y'all saying this because y'all seen the clip of him shooting around? He was stiff. He'd be all right.
Yeah, I mean, Bob, if you look like Draymond Green when you're shooting the basketball, yes, something wrong with that.
His entire jumper is, at least from what I've seen, his entire jumper looks different. This is like a Markelle Fultz thing. Like one day he's shooting one way, and then you see him he's shooting totally different. His jumper looks different because of how bad his back is.
And we've seen Ben Simmons play with a bad back. You don't want to play on a bad back.
That is true. I got to go look at that video y'all said. I got to go find
it. Y'all just say it's a bad back. If he's having back spasms or something like that, it's not like a structural thing. You know what I'm saying? You never.
But I can't diagnose. I can't diagnose.
And that's what I'm saying, Mars. We can't make a diagnosis off a video when we saw him with a tight back because he was stiff. You know what I'm saying?
It just doesn't look good right now. And Frank Vogel, I think recently just said there's no timetable for him.
And so what's up with Booker then? Is Booker coming back next game?
I don't think there's a timetable for Booker either. I think Frank Vogel said there's no timetable for Booker.
Hold on. Are you serious?
I think that's what he said. I might be I know for Bradley Beal there's no timetable. I might be misremembering, but I think he said there's no timetable for Devin Booker either.
That's crazy, bro. And if KD gets hurt next, they're done, Chilltown. If KD keeps overcompensating and having to do all this stuff and gets hurt, Phoenix Suns might as well just blow it up, bro. They're done.
They already flipped the roster.
I'll take Devin.
If KD gets hurt again, Damo, are you laughing? I'm dead serious. If Kevin Durant gets a serious injury again, I would just make moves. Hey. I would not go ride on that plank no more, because we're at the beginning of the season, and we at this point right now in the beginning of the season, we can't even get don't even know when Bradley Beal's coming back. With Booker, he's hurt. Don't nobody know when he's coming back. And if Kevin Durant suffers a major injury, they're done.
I'll give KD a 18 to 20 game hall pass. I'll give Book a 15 game hall pass. And since it's a back, we'll give Brad 22 to 24 game hall pass. With those hall passes, the Suns still a top 6 seed. They still make the playoffs. They still go on a run.
I disagree, Bob.
I
disagree. They play Philly tonight, I think. I disagree. I think they lose that game.
Who? Phoenix?
Yes, I think.
No, they play San Antonio. They play San Antonio again tonight.
I thought they played Philly.
They play San Antonio again tonight.
Hold on. I will say one thing: they got to win games like this. Like they couldn't afford to lose the last Spurs game, and they can't afford to lose this game. They got to win these games against
this game in San Antonio too,
Spurs and things like that.
We at the point. We 5 games in talking about must-win games. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. No, I'm saying no. This is why I'm saying this, because you don't know how long Bill's going to be out. Devin Booker. Right. I mean, I'm assuming he'll be back sooner than later, but it's like during this stretch where it's only KD, you just can't afford to lose these games, and especially with them too. You know, KD's liable to break down. If his back is as bad as you guys are letting on, if he has to play every other game and things like that, bro, you can't get to the latter part of the season and be trying to scramble to win games.
Right, true that. But you know how it goes when you win games. It don't really matter who it is you beat. You know what I'm saying? You can.
Yeah, they can lose to the Spurs and then go beat the Denver Nuggets. It's still one win at the end.
As long as you got enough wins to get to the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? It don't really matter.
I just read a report. They said Bradley Beal's out indefinitely. God, dog.
Yeah, there's no timetable.
There's no timetable.
I don't know if Phoenix do blow it up. Hey man, I got a couple young guys on that bench. I'll take for Bobo. I'll get y'all for Bobo.
They're gonna have to, bro. Blow it up. And his career's on the line too. Bobo.
There's 5 games into the season, and y'all talking about blow it up. Y'all please, man.
I'm not talking about blowing it up.
He's just trying to rescue Bobo.
Yeah, facts. I'm just saying if they do blow it up, shit, give me Bobo.
What you talk about the Hornets?
Y'all want this to happen?
Oh no, if the Hornets blow it up, hey.
No. I'm talking about what's his name? Bobo.
You're trying to get Bobo in the Lakers is what the most.
Oh,
All right.
Oh my bad. I didn't know if you was wearing your Lakers.
Darvin Ham ain't gonna play him, but
You funny.
Yeah, I don't know why y'all like.
I didn't know which hat you was wearing, Damo. My bad.
Because he's Wemby.
He's lazy. He don't work hard. I heard he don't study film. I heard he don't know none of the plays. This is stuff I heard just talking to other NBA players about him, bro. They said this dude don't know none of the plays. He walk around looking like a damn fool all the time. You know what I'm saying? They say he just want to get the ball in the game and literally play street ball. This is the reason why he don't get on the court. Because I asked, I said, how does he got all that talent? Said he can't learn no plays. He don't know how to watch film. He don't listen to none of the coaches and watch in film in the film. He don't apply none of the stuff.
He's not very smart.
No,
but these are the same narratives being pushed about Cam Reddish these past years.
He's only a guy with a lot of talent. That's it, Bob. He's a guy who's very talented and ain't got no brains. You ever seen a guy, you guys have seen him playing basketball, Chill, that's got all the talent in the world, but coach won't play him because the nigga don't know no plays?
Yeah.
That's what
they said about Colin Sexton.
That'd be that ADHD shit though.
They said that about
you standing on the sideline. You know when you standing on the sideline and coach talking about this and that, and you just kind of chilling and you went like, hold on, what this nigga was talking about? You know,
yeah, you got Bob. You got to tell a nigga 3 times.
That shit ain't funny, Ticket, because Bob the one we running extra suicides for. It's because of his ass. Because he ain't paying attention in the damn huddle.
Chill. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but
oh my god, that's why we in here for 20 more minutes because of Bob ass, because he ain't paying attention. That's why we gotta go over this shit 3 more times because Bob ain't paying the damn attention. That's why we in the middle.
Hey, Chill, you know how it is at the beginning of the season, man. You share the gym with the volleyball team, so you just kind of like, man, I wonder what they was doing, you know? Like,
hey man, they telling
supposed to been out of here 20
they telling Bo to go set a pick for KD. Bo go set a pick for goddamn on.
No, he's standing there he's just standing there on the baseline pointing and looking around. Even though we just went over this. We just went over this in the huddle.
Yeah, Dumbo, they trashing your mans right now.
They telling Herro to bring the ball up. Bo trying to get the inbound pass.
He coming back to get the basketball. Get Bo.
This nigga get down the court. Nah, man, give me the rock. Yeah, Bo trying. Get him out of here. I don't know why you like him, Damo. I don't know what you like about Bo, bro. But I'm sorry, bro. I can't be around dumb niggas like that, man. I can't be, man.
Can't be around dumb niggas. Crazy.
You can't be a dumb nigga like that. I don't know. You don't know none of the plays. Nigga don't know no plays.
This nigga's crazy.
Damo wanted to come to the Lakers. So this nigga on the court don't know no plays. Know what I'm saying?
Again, these are the same narratives that were pushed about Cam Reddish the last couple of years. And I'm watching Cam Reddish be able to play. It is. These are the same narratives that have been pushed about other guys who people wanted to give a shot to that weren't getting shots, and people couldn't understand why they weren't given shots. I'm not saying it's the exact frame for frame same comparison. But people were saying the same thing about Cam Reddish. He was not dedicated. He didn't work hard. Mentally wasn't there. Whatever it is, off the court stuff. People say the same stuff, and I'm watching him in LA, and I'm like, yo, this thing's actually a defender. And then I'm talking to people. I'm talking to my guy, Omar, who's watching Atlanta Hawks basketball and seeing him in Atlanta. Nah, gang, he's always been a defender. They just didn't talk about him. I'm talking to my nigga Kev, who watches the Knicks. Nah, gang, he was always a good defender. That was something you could rely on, is his defense. Other stuff just wasn't there. My daughter obviously
but you literally, Damo, but the difference is you literally could be talking to Bo, and the bottom of his lip is just hanging down. He looking like a goddamn fool, just looking at you like, huh? You like, Bo, come on, man. What the hell is you doing, bro? Go set the pick. Huh? Nigga, get your ass out of here, man. Get it, coach. Get his ass off the court, man.
When he was in Orlando, he did not look like a guy that didn't know the plays. I watched him play in Orlando. He didn't like he didn't know the plays. He looked like he knew he was on the court, what he was doing.
No, I'm saying he's talented, and if you give him the ball, he can go get a bucket. But you just can't. You can't control him as far as what I heard. You just can't. If you tell him if you draw up a play in the huddle, the nigga will literally go do something different. That's the type of shit that's going on over there. It don't process to his brain what you put on the paper. That's what it is.
All right, y'all. I got a super chat from Ladarius Mumford. He said the schedule makers are ridiculous. Why does it feel like the Warriors and Kings played like 19 times in a month, Ox? LOL. Great game last night, but I'm damn tired of seeing y'all.
Me and Big Ox, we literally just had this conversation yesterday. I think yesterday is the 12th time, or no, I'm sorry, in 17. Yeah, like the 12th time they played each other in the last year or so, because they had the playoff games plus the preseason. Yeah, they played them, I think, 12 times over like the last
Then we played them. I think we played them the second to last game of the season last year, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We played them twice already this year. We play them again. I think November 28th this month. we tired of playing y'all too. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit is getting old.
Mm-hmm.
Now the NBA is smart. The NBA is getting all these games in. People, the NBA did this year. And Adam Silver's a smart motherfucker. But it backfired on with Phoenix. He putting all these games early so that the guys actually won't have an excuse for being injured and not playing and missing those TV games. So that's why you're seeing the Lakers and the Clippers. That's why you see the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns play so early this season, because they want to make sure that LeBron and KD and them are on TV instead of waiting till late in the season to put those games like they did before where these guys ain't even on the court because of injuries or load management or whatever the issue may be. So that's why the NBA is scheduling all these games quick so that they can get those guys, those TV games in with all these guys early in the season when they're not supposed to be hurt. Problem is, the Phoenix Suns, they got their own team is hurt. So all the games you put them on TV, now you've wasted that now.
To all the fake Orlando Magic fans in the chat, this is one, I didn't even know you niggas existed until now. Two, I'm surprised so many of you are members on fucking Player Choice in your chat. That's crazy. I ain't said a word when I was talking all this good shit about Orlando. I ain't seen none of you niggas. But now, magically, I don't know what I'm talking about. When I say he didn't look like he didn't know the plays, I'm talking about offense. You dumb fucks are talking, oh, he looked lost on defense. He was horrible on defense. No one is talking. What plays did y'all run on defense, numbnuts? Please, tell me. What plays did y'all run on defense that he was looking so? I'm not talking about his defense. I know his defense was bad in Orlando. I'm talking offensively. He did not look like a guy that did not know what plays was going on. He didn't look just lost as fuck on the offensive end the entire time. That's what I'm talking about. And Jimmy Two Shoes, I promise you, I can cry like a bitch all day on the show.
He's clueless. No, he's clueless. I don't even know why you address him. He's a goof.
You're going to listen.
Talking about
everybody up here wants me here. And you're going to cry every time the fucking Wizards lose. Bum ass nigga. Pick a better team, pussy.
Damo, I don't know if they're going to accept you on the Magic bandwagon if you keep that up.
If you think the 7 people in the chat or the people that's about to give me my representation, man, all I got to do is go on Twitter, find the Magic space, and ask for the application. I'm in. Boom.
It is. I think that me and Big Ox literally had this conversation yesterday because Jimmy just said that they only played twice. In the last 17 games, they've played the Warriors 12 times. 12 times in their last 17 games. They played them.
Jimmy don't know shit.
He's clueless.
He's
completely clueless.
He and his mama basement stinking like dirty socks and pizza rolls. He need to air that shit out.
Hold on. Who y'all talking about?
He said pizza rolls Bob. God dog.
Yeah, boy. You know it's stank down there.
Who y'all talking about?
Nigga.
You talking about Jimmy Two Shoes.
Oh man, leave little Jimmy alone. Jimmy ain't doing nothing to nobody. Jimmy just contributing to the show.
Jimmy is a world-renowned YouTube troll. He goes from challenge to
so now we know it.
Bozo.
Yeah, you got it.
Any basketball channel on YouTube, you'll see Jimmy.
That's him, right? Hey, Ron, get the door.
Jimmy ain't coming in here smelling like
that. Ron.
That's me.
Ron, you did not know that's a working right now.
Nah, hell nah.
Ron, what's going on, Ron? Are you not working right now? Do they not know that you're working?
Nah, that's me. I gotta take my son to the doctor's appointment though. But
I thought the doctor was coming to the crib. Oh, shit.
Hey, this nurse.
Hey, I want to ask you, Chilton. I want to ask you a question, Chill, based off something you said yesterday. You asked us what would we think if the Clippers won the championship. Well, let me ask you the opposite. Based on what we saw last night, which is that they can still get stripped down. That's why they call the strippers. And right. Dookie is nowhere to be found today. But I want to ask you, dog. Right? What happens if they lose? How do y'all feel if this team doesn't succeed? What happens if the Clippers flame out again? Like I think Palu's gonna quit. I think he's gonna step down after the season. They flame out again.
It wouldn't be anything different, Ticket, because that's who the Clippers are. That's why you call them the strippers. That's why you call them titties over titles. That's why they call them Westbrick. It wouldn't be anything different in terms of a narrative because that's who they are. That's why I said, what happens if this thing actually works? Because we're so used to it not working. We're so used to these guys flaming out. We're so used to these guys breaking down. We're so used to these guys underperforming. As an organization, not just as players specifically, but also as an organization, we're so used to these guys being this. So I'm trying to look at the glass being half full, going, damn, what happens if You get Russ at the 1, you get James at the 2. I mean, you get James Harden at the 2, you get Leonard at the 3, you put Paul George at the 4, and you put Zubac at the 5. With those rotation guys, what happens if this thing actually works? How are we talking about these dudes? Are we talking about these guys differently? Do they look like a team that could win the NBA championship? And if they do, how are we talking about them? Because I'm looking at it from that aspect. Because I'm so used to it being the other way. And that's the way it's going to go.
So I just think that this should be an indictment on Kawhi's career. That's how I feel. I feel like this should expose him and be an indictment on his career. If he had this type of team, this is the first time he went to a team that was literally his team from the beginning, and he could never get it done, never get to the NBA Finals with all of the talent they had, always injuries, always an excuse, always something. Like, you got a championship coach, Tyronn Lue. That's another thing we don't say. He got a coach that won a championship before. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You have to be able to, and then you get outplayed by LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? When it counts. You know what I'm saying? You guys beat him 11 times.
Wait, ticket.
What?
He got outplayed by who?
He did.
By LeBron James last night. LeBron James outplayed Kawhi last night.
Who?
All the way across the board, LeBron James.
We talk about LeBron James.
But we talking about a 38-year-old though.
Right? No, right.
Time out. Okay. Don't do that because Ticket just said I got LeBron for MVP.
No, so but that's an embarrassment on Kawhi and them. They supposed to have the best defensive guards in the league. Him and Paul George are supposed to be the best defensive guards in the NBA.
If that's the case, Ticket, it's an embarrassment on the league. If he wins MVP, if he gets clutch player of the year, if he keeps performing like this, everybody should be ashamed of themselves. I'm like, LeBron is just LeBron. Like, I expect y'all might not expect this nigga to do this. I expect LeBron to ball out every time he steps on the court.
Ticket, I understand your indictment on him, but I do think that it's unfair because the way he was going in San Antonio, they had built that unit for him to take over, and he was doing that. And he axed out because of the way that they were managing him. Ticket, don't act like he didn't tell these dudes that I got something's wrong with my knee, and you guys don't recognize it. And they're trying to make him play on this. And he's telling them that, my knee is bad. This isn't something that's normal.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You always said that, right? No, I want to be respectful right now. You always said that, Ticket, me and you had arguments on this for a couple years now. You said, Ticket, Kawhi literally can't get on the court because his knees are degenerate. Mars said this too to me, right? How the fuck is this nigga playing every game so far this season? Man?
That's the teaser, Ticket.
That's fine. No, ain't no teaser. No, ain't no teaser. No. Here's what I'm saying to you. That what I'm saying, what y'all was saying, y'all was sold a bill of bullshit. Ain't nothing fucking wrong with that nigga. And I'm gonna tell you why. If your knees is that bad, hold on. Kawhi's out here trying to do poster dunks on niggas, falling into the back of the shit. He's still out here doing poster dunks. You still see the athleticism from him. You still see the ability to break dudes down. He ain't wearing no knee braces out in the game, running around here like he lost something. That's bullshit. What happened was now the gravy train stopped rolling. The owner of the team said, I'm not paying you motherfuckers no more extensions until you give me my return on my fucking investment.
Which was smart as hell out of him. That's the smartest thing he could have did.
Ron, tell the truth. All of the lies from the past, from niggas like sorry ass, stinking ass Dookie, and all the rest of these niggas that's running around here talking about it's the Clippers medical staff.
Dookie does stink.
Guys is healthy. Why the medical staff ain't holding back this year? Why the medical staff letting them play back-to-backs this year? When I said the same thing last year, that them dudes should have been playing them games. But y'all made all these lame-ass excuses all the way across for the last few years about injuries, all this other stuff. And I told you, Kawhi not going to play over 70 games this year. You know why? Because the nigga ain't got his extension, ain't got his money. The instant, if they would have gave that nigga his money before the season, I put this on everything I love. That nigga would not have played the Orlando Magic game. He'd have sat down Orlando and played against the Lakers.
Ticket, and that's crazy too. Like if they both play, both of them, 70 games this year, it's just like, what are the chances, Mars? What's the coincidence, Damo? Ironically, y'all at the same time pieced together 70.
It's clearly not a coincidence if we being honest.
I mean, we all acknowledged this when we all heard the new CBA and the rules of players gonna play 65 games. We all go back and watch that episode. We all sat there and said, now we're about to see who was lying. If you see all these guys who've been playing sub 55 games for the last 4 or 5 years, magically now everybody can play 65, 70 plus games. We're gonna have a serious conversation. I said it about LeBron, I said it about AD, I said it about them 2 boys in the lesser LA team. I said it about a lot of these guys. That we all sat here and said that. We all sat there and said, let's see what happens this year. So far, and I mean, I don't know if it's an indictment on who they are, but Kawhi and PG both said, nah, nigga, we're going to play every game now. And I'm going to take it. If y'all got that intention now, well, I'll say this. Kawhi just been talking crazy all summer about what he going to do. Nigga said he going to be in his bag this year. He about to really that bag last night, boy. He said he about to show everybody what they want to see. So I feel like this is a prove it thing. I do think there's a reality where Ticket is absolutely right. Niggas was just getting over. People were getting over. People was coasting, and you was just collecting them checks and playing when you wanted to play. And I also think it's a reality. And I also think there's a reality where Kawhi genuinely might be pushing himself past what he normally does because he has something to prove now. That's what I think you give these players something to prove. They will. These are still the most competitive people on the planet. Kawhi Leonard is a dog. At the end of the day, he's a dog. PG is a dog. So if they feel they have something to prove, they'll prove it. So if Kawhi's like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck if I can't walk between now and next game. He might be waking up feeling like Kobe now. I don't give a fuck what happens to my body. I'm gonna play because motherfuckers not gonna play with my name. I think that's another possibility. I just want to say, before we talk about anything else, let me just get this out the way because I see Buddy going crazy in the chat. You pulled the super chat up and he crying because no one will address it. I'll address it because I was the main one.
We about to get to all the super chats, but let me know which one it is so I can pull it up too.
The one about Tyler Herro. The one about Tyler Herro being better.
Hold on, right here. Ken Blackstock, you trying to read it? Can you read it?
Kent Baby Stock said, never read my super chats. When I'm talking about how y'all slander Herro, telling me Reeves is better, where are the takes? Dumbo, Ticket, where? Well, I'll tell you where my takes is. The same place it was night 1, night 2, game 1, game 2, 3, 4, 5 will be in the rest of the season. I still like my AR-15 more than Tyler Herro. I still think my AR-15 is better than Tyler Herro because when my AR-15 ain't hitting shots, he is still more than likely doing other things on the court. When Tyler Herro's not hitting shots, he's a fake playmaker, and that's it. At least Reeves is hustling. He might not be the best defender. He might not be locking niggas down, but he's hustling for the ball. He's doing little things that don't show up on the stat sheet. He is still being a better playmaker than Tyler Herro. He's rebounding the basketball better than Tyler Herro. He's doing other things, and I like that for my team more. If you want a guy, if you prefer a guy that's going to give you 30 whenever he's hot and whenever he's not hot, thank you. 30 and lose versus being a dirty work guy and win. That's what you want. That it is what it is. I said earlier this year, I've been saying all offseason. I said it during last year's postseason run. Any given night, AR-15 is our third best player. Any given night, D'Lo is our third best player. I said any given night, Rui's our third best player. Going into the season, the expectations was for AR-15 to be our third guy. He started off slow offensively. He's still doing other things. And other guys genuinely are playing good. D'Lo's been playing better. He had his stretches where he plays good. Has stretches where he doesn't look good. It is what it is. It's early in the season. But I don't give a damn that you were sitting here beating your chest, monkeying around, screaming for fucking Tyler Herro praise. Don't nobody give a fuck about Tyler Herro. You niggas lost. Take that L. You over here dropping 30 on a loss. Nigga, that's where your priorities are, and that's why the bum ass he ain't shit anyway. You niggas down here worried about your stats versus winning. What the fuck are we talking about?
Hey, Dumbo, I do got to give Tyler Herro his praise, though, because Tyler Herro said in the offseason, I'm coming, for all the slander, all the talk, all the trade talk. You guys say, remember last year when he came in and said, I'm on Luka and Trey's level.
LeBron,
nobody believed that. Nobody still believes that. But he basically said that I'm finna come and ball out, and y'all gonna see this and feel this. And he's standing on business right now.
Ron, no, he's not. He's jacking up a bunch of shots, Ron, and he's losing. Like I've seen some games where he's just jacking up. Like he shot more than Jimmy Embiid in a couple of games. He's just.
He shot 20 shots every game. First game 24, 20, 23, 21, 23. But Tiki, he hasn't been shooting bad, though. He shot 29% the first game. He went 7 for 24. The rest of the games, third game, too, he shot 8 for 23. The other games, he shot over 50%. He shot over 40% on three. He shot 60% from three last night. He went 6 for 10.
But
Tyler Herro has been balling.
They lost though.
They lost. But Tyler Herro's balling.
Tyler Herro's balling, and the Heat are 1-4. So I'm not trying to hear none of that. Yo, I see somebody. Yo, almost got the same record as the fucking Heat. No, we don't, nigga. They are 1-4. We are 3-2. I don't know if your math is math.
Not only are they 1-4,
Brooklyn niggas for real down low.
Brooklyn beat them last night. No, and Brooklyn beat them last night for the fourth time.
Oh, they done, Chilltown. They lost to Brooklyn last night, so I forgot they done. They done, Chilltown.
Yes,
they done.
For the fourth time in a row. Brooklyn is
put them niggas in the oven. And all three of their big three had like 20, and they still got beat. They're done.
Bam had 20 and 14 last night.
Get them out of here, Chilltown. They done. I'm sorry, and I like Jimmy Butler to Miami Heat. I can't support Jimmy Butler no more since he had the hair like that and the tongue rings and stuff, whatever. But still, from what I told y'all this, bro, and we gotta have this conversation again, Chilltown. Pat Riley, as great as he's been, he's a effing criminal, bro. Bro, you lose Dame, cool, no problem. You got to go get Drew Holiday, bro. You had to make a deal, bro. You have done nothing since they went to the finals to help put more talent around the team. They get no-name guys thinking these dudes going to come play over their build and we're going to do it the Miami Heat way. Nigga, you need stars to win. When y'all won a championship, y'all had superstars over there. So, yeah, it's over with, dog. Y'all had a good run.
I was gonna say, let me say, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna tippy toe around it. You fucking right, Eli. I haven't been watching the Heat play. There's been too many goddamn teams I'd rather watch play than fucking fake ass Jimmy Butler in the regular season. I said it. Jimmy Butler. That's why I don't have Jimmy in my top 10. That's why he's not in my top 15. Jimmy Butler is a casual during the regular season, and he picks up in the playoffs. He's a playoff performer. Elevates like crazy in the playoffs, plays way better in the playoffs, but he coasts in the regular season. But when I say that, I'm a casual. But no, I don't watch the Heat. That's why I'm not talking about the fucking Heat. This nigga sitting here crying, trying to compare Austin Reeves to fucking Tyler Herro is the only reason why I'm bringing up the Heat. So that's why I haven't said nothing about Miami all season outside of the Detroit game, if y'all notice. I haven't talked about them since. Genuinely haven't been watching. I've been watching Detroit. I've been watching Houston. I've been watching both LA teams. I've been watching the Pacers. I've been watching the Hornets. I've been watching the Spurs. I've been watching all these teams I would much rather watch than fucking fluke-ass Miami. I watch Jaime Jaquez highlights when I can because I fuck with Jaime. That's the only nigga I fuck with other than Thomas Bryant and RJ Hampton down there. But the rest of you niggas in Miami, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Have fun. Like, what the fuck? Niggas is forward crying about Tyler Herro being better than Austin Reeves. Get your priorities straight, nigga. Y'all supposed to be the team coming out the East, right?
And with Miami too, they got one move that I think that they need to make, and I think this balance them out, get them to where they need to be.
Yeah,
they need to go get Malcolm Brogdon. And y'all gonna hear me bring up Malcolm Brogdon a lot this year. I think he's a piece that can help a lot of teams. If Miami goes and gets Malcolm Brogdon, they'll be all right.
But Ron, they need big time scoring.
Not only that, you think that Portland is dealing with Pat Riley again? Cliff, don't call me.
Say it again, Chill, say it again.
Hey,
they cut them off, Chill.
Don't call me. Miami might be fucked there. No, don't call me. Click. Hey, I got Pat Riley on line one. Hell no. Nope. Click.
No, hey Ron, I'm gonna be honest with you, Ron. I'm gonna be honest with you. They need to try to package Tyler Herro and go get somebody like Zach LaVine or somebody. They need to get more of an offensive like punch who can give you a little bit more. They need more of a star power type of guy over there. So where they get to the playoffs, like I'm really taking you as like Tyler Herro, like you said, he can score points, but he doesn't have that star power to where I'm game planning and adjusting my game plan around you. They need to go get a guy like Zach LaVine and try to put him in there with. I don't know how it's gonna work with Jimmy. But put him in there with Jimmy and Bam. Because if it was me, I'd have Bam up on the trade block. Because to me, Bam is not going to elevate to superstar status, which I need to win a championship. Bam is only going to be at that 2022 platform. I need a guy who can reach that 28, 29 points per game as a big. I need a guy who can reach an AD level when he's at his peak if I'm going to win a championship. Now, if I want to just get to the finals and be okay with that, all right, well, then Bam might be your guy. But if you're trying to win the chip, you need guys who can level up like Jokic and these other guys when you get to the big dance. Because if not, you're just gonna lose every time because they got just more talent on the other side of the spectrum.
All right, fellas, I'm going to go ahead and dive into these super chats some more. Speaking of which, Max Chain sent through a super chat and said Brooklyn had an impressive win last night.
Yes, they did.
Did anybody tap into this game and see what
I did?
I
watched it, and from a scoring standpoint, Brooklyn is not going to blow you away. Like Cam Thomas wasn't great last night in terms of a scorer. He wasn't great last night in terms of a scorer. But the way that Brooklyn is going to win basketball games is by defense. I'm still saying it. I think that at the end of this season, we're going to talk about Ben Simmons as the defensive player of the year. We're going to have a conversation about him being the defensive player of the year. He does a great over Wemby. I said, and the reason why I said that is because I look at what Ben Simmons does in terms of being a pointer. I believe y'all call it a point of attack defender. I call it the pickup point, where he basically gets in guys' face and he makes it really difficult on them. And he did the same thing last night with Jimmy Butler. He did the same thing last night where he even got switched on the Bam a couple of times. He can play 1 through 4, even mix it up. He had 10 rebounds last night, 10 big rebounds last night. It wasn't like it was empty. So I really dig what I'm seeing from Ben Simmons defensively. And I think he helps out Mikal Bridges on a perimeter defensively. He makes him even better. So a lot of Brooklyn's games that they're going to win, they're going to win a lot of their games defensively. And that's what they did last night.
All right, y'all, keeping it pushing. Tough Bradley sent through a super chat and said, Bob, did you ever tell us your new top 10 all time? When Ox gets back up here, whether it's tomorrow, sometime next week, we got to press him about this top 10 all time if he has a new one. We'll get that for you, Tough Bradley. Michael Green said, Ticket, the Clippers were missing players as well, though.
We already went over that.
He sent the follow-up one, though. He sent the players. He said Rocco, Terrence Mann, Nick Batum didn't.
They were traded.
They traded to them. That's their business. You're not missing them. Got rid of them.
Get your hand, Mars. I don't know what size your hand is, but go get some baby powder and slap this buffoon. Bro, those guys ain't even on the roster, you idiot.
Mars, you gonna backhand him or front hand him? Or both hands?
Violence is never the answer.
Mars is not a
backhand his ass.
Yeah, Mars, put the pause on that boy. Side with the super chat. Speaking of Mars, said, Mars, are you with the legend of losing, saying LeBron not a top 10 player? And how many seasons like this makes him the GOAT, if not unanimous? All-time player. Also, he said Ticket has 8 different MVPs this year.
No, I don't. I only said 3. I just told you. And y'all know I don't like LeBron James. So for me to give him props, I must really think he balling.
Right.
Mars, are you with the legend of losing?
I think LeBron's fringe top 10. He's on the cusp. He's in the Jimmy Butler tier of players. That's where he is. Jimmy Butler, Damian Lillard, those guys. So he might be 9. He might be 12. That's where I have him.
If you have him
right now, Mars. Right now.
I don't rank after 4 games. My list.
No, I ain't saying that. No. I'm saying no. Okay, no. I'm saying I thought you talking about for this season. No, I'm saying based
the
off
season. The season just started. Ticket. The season just started.
I mean, LeBron James is better than Dame Dollar right now, based off what I've seen right now.
Yeah, he's played better than LeBron. He's played better than Dame this season. Yes, I agree. But I'm not ranking who's played the best this season. I'm ranking who I think the best players in the NBA.
I don't think it's going to change, Mars. I'll be honest with you. I don't think either one is going to change what we're seeing. I think you're going to see Dame be up and down and struggle all season long. And I think you're going to see LeBron James on that same low plateau that he's at. And then sometimes he's going to just have mega performances. So I think every night you're going to get that same 21, 22 points from LeBron. But then it's going to be certain nights where Darvin Ham just let his nuts hang and he's going to go get you about 35 or something like that.
35 and 11 like last night.
Yeah. I think it's going to be like that. I don't think you're going to see LeBron shoot way down real low this season, bro. I just think, I'll be honest with y'all, man. That shit I'm seeing, bro, is effing amazing when I saw last night. And I ain't even a LeBron fan. That shit was insane. When Austin Reeves threw that nigga the alley-oop, bro, this nigga's 38 years old, Damo. 38 fucking years old running the court like
I really thought he was going to shovel it to. I thought he was just going to shovel it to AD.
Bro,
and AD
he threw that shit like he threw that shit like D-Wade, bro. Remember how D-Wade used to throw Bron them hoops in Miami?
Like go get it.
Oh, he threw that, and Bron cocked that bitch back with one hand. I said, God, dog, man, game over, bro.
I don't think people are realizing that. I understand that it's not normal for people to see a 38, 39, year 21 player do what LeBron's doing. And that is my reasoning for saying we cannot hold him to the standards of a 38-year-old basketball player, 39-year-old basketball player, year 21 basketball player. You have, at this point, you have to look at LeBron as LeBron. I'm saying it now. November 2nd, 2023. I'd be damned if I go through this season outside of him getting hurt and using the excuse. I mean, well, LeBron 38. I can't use that. I can't, because this is unprecedented. We are in uncharted territory. I don't know if it's any Loki fans in here, but when he remains was at the end, he was like, we just crossed the threshold. I don't know what's going on. That's what it is with LeBron. We don't know what is going on with him. He's different. I'm not even making this a GOAT thing. I'm not making this he's better than what LeBron James at this point is the best 38-year-old we've ever seen. Therefore, we need to just keep looking at him as LeBron. So when I hear, we can't be relying on him to finish games. Why not? I agree. We probably shouldn't play in 40 minutes.
Too, Chill.
I know you're where you're at, Chill.
I agree with Damo.
But he should be finishing games.
What is Darvin Ham supposed to do? Damo, what is Darvin Ham supposed to do, Chill? When he's looking at this motherfucker balling like this, he's like, I can take this motherfucker out the game tonight.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Damo, you just alluded to it. That's how I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him like he's 38. I'm not looking at him like he hasn't really changed much. I'm not looking at him like that. I'm looking at him like a dude that's been on the job for 21 years, that's slowing down, that's not as athletic as he used to be. Instead of looking at a guy like, I'm still one of the baddest on the planet. I'm still better than 95% of the dudes that I'm running with, even though I'm seasoned, even though I've aged, and I clearly don't run as fast as I used to. I don't jump as high, but I still have a lot of the stuff that I used to have. I still have it. I'm thinking to myself, at 38, I just can't do it like I used to. Only except there are times when he does do it.
What the fuck?
Only except there's times when he does do it. So now what I've seen over these last couple of games, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to jump the gun and go, Damo, this dude is 38, so I still got to be talking about him like he's still a top 5 player. At this juncture, we go from year to year, kind of like what Tom Brady was doing. Like, we ain't looking past next year. We ain't looking past this year. We just go from year to year. And at this point, I'm saying that I was saying that he wasn't a top 10 player. I'm thinking he's anywhere between 7 and 11. But the way he's playing right now, if this is sustainable, which I don't think it is, but if it is, man, my God,
I genuinely believe you, Chilltown. He should not be playing heavy minutes. The minutes should be regulated, and that's why I think Rui needs to be playing more. Rui should be the bridge between LeBron playing heavy minutes and finishing games. That way, Rui can get going, still play efficiently, and we still have a bigger forward that can play that tweener 4 to 5 that can score. We still have that with Rui. But he 110% should be finishing games, and he should be what we're going to. Anthony Davis, I don't care if he doesn't want the shots. I don't care if it's a case of he doesn't want it or he's not that guy. I don't give a damn. LeBron should finish games for us, because until he shows me he's not LeBron James, I'm going to look at him like he's LeBron James. That's it. You're being paid $50 million a year. We built this ship around you.
And he's worth every penny, Damo.
Worth every fucking
penny. He might be underpaid.
You gotta let him, Damo. With LeBron, it's a night by night basis to me on his minutes. And when I say that, I don't think you can put a plan on that. I think because me personally, if I'm D-Ham and I'm watching him rolling and ain't nothing wrong with him, bro, I don't want to take the motherfucker out the game. You know what I'm saying? I think Darvin seen that in the first game when they played, when LeBron had the team rolling and he took him out the game because he's trying to stick to the plan. And I think that he thought, you know what, I can't stick to the plan with this guy. And because the reason is that when he's rolling, everybody's rolling. When he's rolling like this, the way he smoking.
Because Darvin Ham has a rotation. No matter what James is doing, he's coming out of the game in the first quarter with 5 minutes. He's coming out of the game. That's just the way that works. We get to the second quarter, he's coming back in the game with around 8 minutes. He's coming back in the game. No matter what's going on, he's coming back in the game with 8 minutes.
But that second half?
He's going to start the third quarter, right? He's going to start the third quarter, and I'm sorry, he's going to start the third quarter, and with about 7 minutes, he's going to come out the game, and then he's going to come right back in the game. That's the way that works with James. Now, does this rotation need to continue? It depends on how James is playing. Because if he rolling, you can't take him out, yo. You can't. You can't take him out.
I disagree with what you said about the athleticism and the what you call it. That's a goddamn lie, Chill. First of all, I still see him outrunning these young boys up and down the court.
Looking at the rim at 38 years old. This is the rim right here. He's looking at the rim.
Let me tell you how I know this nigga's unreal, Chill. The nigga lost his shoe last night. Put his shoe on, outran everybody. Bro, I watched him literally when he's putting his shoe on, bro. He put his shoe, he lost his shoe, gave the ball up, Chill, put the shoe back on, outran everybody, and tomahawk jammed that shit. I said,
ran right down the gut.
Bro, you're not telling me somebody's losing athleticism like that. He's not, bro.
That's the one we went dunk the ticket.
Yes, he was in the backcourt putting his shoe back on.
My man put his shoe on, Ron, outraced everybody, and then look, Russell Westbrook is fast as I don't know what. Catches him, tracks him down, chase down block on his shit. Unfucking believable. It's like a goddamn freight train chasing you when you go into the basket. And then the alley-oop dunk. This is how I know that nigga ain't lose no athleticism. Bro, when a nigga throw that shit anywhere, bro, Austin Reeves do that shit high as fuck. And that nigga caught that shit with one hand.
He can come down
and damn, that shit easy, bro.
Threw it up. Go get
it. Easy, bro.
Yeah, he just
threw it. Ain't losing no athleticism.
And he look. This the rim, Ron. This the rim right here. And he's looking at the rim. He's looking. This is not like. No, he's looking at the goal right there.
Yeah, I hear y'all saying Bron not a top 5 player in all of this. I just don't know 10 players that I'm taking over Bron.
Look,
you can say what you want.
I have him 10th at best.
You could, Mars. I get what you're saying. You could say he's the 10th best player. I'm cool with that. I just don't
name 10 better than him right now. Hold on, I'm not cool with that. Name 10 right now better than him.
I have him 10th at best. That means I would have 9 better than him, not 10.
I'm saying, well, name 9 better than him right now.
Jokic,
that you would take over him.
I'm not doing
right now.
See, that's the thing. See, now you're gonna make me change the criteria. I'm not doing players. I'm not doing players who are playing better than LeBron right now.
There's a difference between playing better and being better at task.
I think there's 9 people. Yeah, I think there's 9 people who are better than him.
Okay,
Jokic, Giannis, Steph, Luka, KD, Embiid, Kawhi, Jason Tatum. I think that's 8 or 9.
I don't know about Steph right now. Based off what I've seen from Steph, I don't know about Steph.
I disagree with you. Those are the people I think are better than. And then Damian Lillard and Jimmy Butler and Shea and those guys, similar tier, but I think he's 10th at best.
Mars, that's where I think he's at, Mars.
That's just no way I take all of those guys over LeBron.
If you got him anywhere between like 8 and 11, I'm good with that. Like,
I'm not.
But top 3, top 5.
Let's have a real conversation. Chill.
Let's have a real conversation. I'm not getting caught up in.
You're saying you're good with him. From what you've seen from Steph Curry this year, he's taking a step back. You think right now?
You was just saying the Warriors are back and MVP stuff.
No, I said the team. The team in general. The team,
and that's largely due to Steph Curry.
He's averaging 31 on 50-49.
Yes, that's largely due to Steph Curry.
I'm saying individual. And remember, LeBron and them already smoked Curry last year, so we got to stay on that too, right? They beat Curry and them last year, so remember that too. But you talk shit to me before I stumble mud hole your ass and walk that.
No, that's correct. No, that's correct.
Like I said, hold on. Now, like I said. Based off what you're seeing from their games, you telling me right now, you taking Steph Curry over LeBron James right now?
Now, what I'm looking at with Steph Curry, what I'm looking at with Steph Curry, that's more sustainable than what I'm looking at with LeBron James. Because what Steph Curry does in his game, he's been doing that for a long time. James, the stuff that he's doing in his game, what you seen yesterday, I think that the mid-range is sustainable. That up and down and closing games, I still look at him like he's older, and I really shouldn't. Like Damo said, I need to start looking at this dude like he's just different than everybody else. But I've seen over the last couple of years, last year, we can't forget the fact that he had stretches, I think, where he went 38-8 for like 10 games. Then he broke down. He had the foot injury. Then the year before that, he had injuries. So what happened in
the playoffs, Shield?
I'll tell you what happened in the playoffs. What you told me, they got swept. Did you not tell me that yesterday?
No. I'm talking about against Steph Curry. I'm talking about with Steph.
They're better than them. I'm not fighting that part. That part I won't. That part I won't argue. I will not argue that. They better than them.
But all I'm saying to Mars is this: when you looking at LeBron James and Steph Curry right now, LeBron still do more for your team than Curry. That's facts. LeBron James still. First of all, let me tell you this. This is how I knew this nigga, and I hate LeBron James to the core. I'm a Kobe Bryant fan, bro. Yep. The nigga's a gangster. The nigga got hot. When I seen a nigga hop on Kawhi one-on-one last night, Yeah, Kawhi was cooking. That nigga said, "I'm checking you, nigga." That when I seen that shit, and he came out going to work the way he did with the rebounds, with somehow sneaking the assist in, with the other things that he does during the course of the game, bro. Facilitating for other guys, facilitating for AD, making AD's life easier, hitting him on the pick and roll, throwing alley-oops to AD, getting AD easy buckets during the course of the game. This is all the stuff he's doing that I'm watching, bro. Ain't no way in hell you gonna tell me today, as we stand right here, that you taking Steph Curry over LeBron James. That's a goddamn lie.
We can agree to disagree. Move on.
Okay. And you
all right. Unknown region with the super chat said they missing half the team because they are in Philly.
That would explain it.
Eddie Wilson is trying to bring some logic to us. He said, "Bruh, it's only been 4 games. Quit overreacting."
That's the
be back again tomorrow when we overreact to the Suns game.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all better be ready for overreactions all 82 games. I swear to you. And the playoffs. I'm overreacting.
Yeah, you get the weekends off from overreaction. That's it. And then we'll just be back with 3 days of overreaction on Monday. That's it.
It's the best way to watch
sleep in Saturday, go to church on Sunday, and get ready for us to overreact on Monday.
Yep.
John Lyon said, "Damo, what do you think of Max Christie's play, even though he didn't hit that much shots?"
I like the shots he was taking. He was taking good shots. If he plays more, lumphead, I feel like those shots will start falling. And his defense, I mean, they were calling some bullshit calls on him, in my opinion. He was playing good defense on the perimeter. I like the defense he was playing on Kawhi when he was matching on Kawhi. I like how he played PG when he was on PG. So he's definitely the player that I thought he was coming out of Summer League and coming out the preseason. He's a 2 guard who can guard, and I feel like he'll hit shots when he has to take those shots.
Mm-hmm.
The bot Irvin K sent through a super chat, said, "This season, start bench cut. Trey, Kyrie, and Dame. Dub show."
Well, Kyrie's played like, what, 2 games?
3, I think.
Is Kyrie injured?
I think he played 3 games. I'm going to start Trey. I'm going to bench Dame, and I'm going to cut Irv.
Same, but because Kyrie hasn't played every game.
Right.
What's wrong with Kyrie, though? Are we not going to cook Kyrie because he's not on the court?
I'm not cooking anyone.
No bad words for Kyrie because he's not playing?
I'm yet to cook anyone for the first 5 games of the season. That's everyone else. We've got 4 people who can do that, but I'm not doing
it. Kentwan Baby Stock said Miami's playing bad because of Butler, but Herro is absolutely balling. Bam doing great too. Jimmy got to play better, and the role players are terrorists.
Cool story, brother.
I've only watched 1 Heat game, so I have nothing to say about it.
Yeah, facts. I only watched 1 game, and that
was a game against Detroit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I promise you, the next game I probably watch is when they play Houston, Detroit, the Lakers, or Charlotte.
Yeah, I don't have any takes.
Purple Political Breakdown said, "Here are some of my ideal playoff matchups: Warriors versus Suns, Clippers versus Lakers, Nuggets versus Mavs, Celtics versus Heat. What are yours?" Who you guys
Houston
got?
versus anyone?
The Battle of LA, of course.
Yep.
I want to personally, I'd rather see the Mavericks versus Phoenix. I don't know why you want to just see 2 dominant white foreigners play each other. That's racist. Dallas versus Phoenix. I want to see Luka and Devin Booker go at it again. I would say, personally, I would.
Philly and Boston.
Oh, you say Philly and Boston. Personally, I want to see Philly and Orlando because the way Pat Bell was talking about them boys in Orlando, I know they want to beat his ass. So I want to see that. I personally want to see Boston and Milwaukee. That would be, in my opinion, the Drew Holiday playing his old team situation type ordeal. And what's a good one? And of course in the finals, Houston versus Detroit, brother versus brother.
I want to see that too. I would love to see that. I want to see the Wolves and Nuggets in the playoff series because I think the Timberwolves are the best matchup for the Nuggets based on last playoffs.
Yep.
And last night,
I want to see the Spurs.
I didn't watch that game last night. I know they won, but I didn't watch that game.
They handled them last night, Mars. And a lot of people will see the box score and they'll just see the fact that, and I was tuned into that game too. A lot of people will see the box score and they'll just see that Rudy went 0 for 7, and they'll completely leave out the fact that he was cleaning glass last night. How he completely thwarted that defense. How he was rim protecting, running Jamal Murray out of the paint, not just running Jamal Murray out of the paint. What's the kid's name? Not Njai, I'm sorry. Najee, that's what I'm talking about.
Najee.
Yep, Najee also, and making things a lot easier in terms of buckets, making things a lot easier for Cat and Jaden McDaniels. I thought he did a great job last night defensively. Rudy did, no question about that. And he made life really difficult. He made life as difficult as possible as he could for Joker. Nobody's going to stop Joker, but he did make life difficult for him. 100% he did.
Oh,
Bruce
also,
Brown wasn't. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Damo. Bruce Brown was not lying when he said that was their toughest matchup. They give them hell because that front line is huge. That front line is huge, and Aaron Gordon struggles against Rudy Gobert. Yes, he does.
And they missed Jaden McDaniels in the playoffs last year.
Yes, they did. And
I
Nas
don't
Reed.
think it's a surprise that the Timberwolves are a great matchup for the Nuggets. I think that's.
I want to see OKC and San Antonio play matchup as well, whether that's a play-in or if it could happen in the first round. I want to see that matchup as well. Wemby versus Chet, this era's iteration of Magic versus Bird type shit. I want to see it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Damo, on the Battle of the LA. I gotta see that one. Like I have to see the Clippers versus the Lakers in a 7-game series. It's just it gives you everything you want. The storylines. You got a bunch of Titans clashing against each other. James Harden's now there too. It's just, and those are the Clippers are full of LA guys, so now it's actually a pride thing. Like, no, we are LA. We got to put on for LA. It's just that series it has everything that I want to see. And then obviously
the Lakers going to have home court advantage every game.
Every game. So are the Clippers.
That's true. Yeah, but Bucks and Celtics got to see that one. Another one that I want to see too, and Philly probably won't make it this far, but I would love to see Jokic and Embiid go at it at some point. Who knows? Maybe we get in the in-season tournament. Who knows?
I wouldn't mind that rematch of not a rematch. I'll take that back. But I'd like to see Sacramento and New Orleans go at it. I think that'd be a damn good playoff series.
It would.
There's a lot of teams I want to see in the playoffs.
Yeah. Big Ox already made it clear that if he got to see Sacramento, he got to see New Orleans in the first round, he's gonna be pissed.
New Orleans last night too. They were getting handled by OKC. I thought OKC was gonna win by like 30. They went up 22 in the first half. It was early in the second quarter.
Yeah, and
then the Pelicans, they just started doing what they do best, started clawing back, and they ended up coming back and winning.
Man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander did a damn good job. I mean, not Shai, I'm sorry. Herb Jones did a good job on Shai. Definitely did a good job on him.
All right, y'all. Call Me Casual said, we talked about it, but he said, shout out my Wolves, giving the champs their first L.
Yeah, they're not going to win a championship because they just lost. So clearly, Nuggets season is over and they need to blow up the team.
MP13 said Tatum did the same shit last year. He started in the post and mid-range in the beginning of the season. Then midway through the season, he must have hit his head because he went back to step back threes.
Okay, so first and foremost, no, he didn't. So the first 20 games of the season, Mars, the first 19 games of the season, 10 of those 19 games, he shot double-digit long balls. So no, he didn't. That's not true. He did not play in the mid-range to start the season. He lived on the long ball line. 10 long balls, 14 of them, 12, 11. So no, he did not. He was definitely shooting the long ball in the beginning of the season to start. This season, it's a little bit different. He's playing more in the mid-post. I think he only of the 4 games that they played, he only shot one game where he's got double-digit long balls. Just one. He's playing a lot more in the mid-range. So that's not true, sir. No, it is not.
The fact that you know how many games he shot 10 threes in the first 19 games of last season blows my mind.
I'm just like you dudes. I do my homework. What the hell? I can't just come up here running my mouth.
I promise. I don't think anyone else on this planet has done that. But hey,
do you think Tatum even knows that?
No, I don't even think Joe Mazzulla knew that.
Let's Debate Basketball said AD is having a better year than Giannis right now. Ticket don't want to talk about that.
Is he? Mm-hmm. I mean,
yes,
20, what was it? 27 and 10 last night, 3 blocks, looking like one of the best defensive players in the game. And we got to stop acting like this wasn't a conversation a couple of years ago.
It was.
You got to stop acting like this was not a conversation between him and Giannis. He started breaking down. So because he started breaking down, Giannis ended up jumping him. But before that, this was a real conversation between him and AD. And he was ahead of and AD was ahead of him.
D Barber 1313 said, "How come we constantly hearing about Tatum, who has an all-star team, but no love for Luka, who is showing effort on D and doing more with less than JT?"
The title has Luka's name in it. The Open Gym title has Luka's name in it. I ain't seen a title by Jason Tatum. Be humble.
Chill, we need to show your man some love.
I don't know why. It's about that time. It is.
All right, show enough. MP13 with another super chat said, "At some point, I'm going to start feeling bad for KD. Everywhere he goes, his help gets hurt. Then he plays heavy minutes and ends up getting hurt.
And it doesn't help that he got 1,000,000 miles on him. That doesn't help him at all neither. So this is where we are with KD. Still a phenomenal talent. Still got the goods, but it's a lot of tread on them tires, B. A lot.
Is KD going to end up being a what-if guy?
No. Mm-mm.
What the hell?
No.
Hey, what if Brooklyn would have turned out the way he did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then every player is a what-if guy. Then every player is a what-if guy.
Yeah, technically, yes, Mars, but KD's a little different in terms of how great of a player he is, how phenomenal of a talent he is, and how everywhere he's been, he's had teams that were championship contenders.
What if MJ ain't retire, man? What if MJ ain't quit? What if guy? What if Kobe ain't tear his Achilles? What if guy?
Mm-hmm.
What if Ray Allen doesn't make that shot? LeBron's a what if guy now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of what ifs.
Kentwood Baby Stock said, "Where are the Reeves better than Herro takes? Where they at?"
We just talked
Probably
about
still being made. Yeah, probably still being made.
Phantom Wolf 72 said, "As a member of the Magic Twitter, Damo, you welcome on the bandwagon."
Damo already said. Damo already made it clear. He already said if he go grab an application, he will be hired within the day.
So just to make it clear, so Damo can get welcomed into the Detroit Pistons, the Charlotte Hornets, the Orlando Magic, while being a Lakers fan. No questions of his loyalty. But my loyalty gets questioned for Houston and Golden State.
Those two things are not even close to the same thing.
Cool.
Not even close.
I get it. Xenophobia. It's cool. Xenophobia.
Hey, low key. That's really what it is. But
no, it's not. Damo, don't let him off the hook with that.
Has to be.
No,
you're
not letting him off the hook.
Outwardly said, "Oh well, I've been accepted by Detroit Pistons fans. Here I am, just again not accepted by everyone because I'm."
It's not the same, Mars. It's not the same because I'm not switching teams. Because at the end of the day, I'm a basketball fan before anything.
Oh,
yeah, I value basketball more than anything, and I don't move with players. My home is the Lakers, but me and my home, we have an understanding. We have an arrangement that I can get as many entanglements as I want.
Mars, you understand that?
I could be a dog in these streets all I want. I can still come back home and be fine.
Mars, do you understand?
I understand.
That's how it works in the household.
Having an open relationship.
However, with him having an open relationship, Mars, he does pledge allegiance to one, though. Man. Even though the relationship is open, he does pledge allegiance. I'm doing this over here, but I'm not leaving this.
I wish Mars would pledge allegiance to popping that goddamn pimple on Darvin Ham's forehead, man. God damn, I'm tired of seeing that shit, man.
We still on that, yo. The dude, it's a bullet wound. What's wrong with y'all dudes, man?
Man, I be one every time I see it, they be like,
yo, it's not a pimple. It's a bullet wound.
Did you ever want to like squeeze that little thing and pop that pimple on his head? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
he's wild as hell.
I mean, who doesn't? I mean, you see that, you have to, you want to try. Just
Bars, can you pledge allegiance to the pimple on that boy's head?
I'm not pledging allegiance to anything.
You're not pledging allegiance to popping Darvin Ham's pimple?
And that's why you can't live like me, man. You gotta pledge. I'll pledge allegiance to the Lakers. I just know that me and the Lakers, we have an understanding.
I pledge allegiance to basketball, man. I pledge allegiance to basketball, man. The whole NBA, man. I support every NBA team. I root for all of them. I root for nothing but success.
So you just love everybody now. So now it's not just
crazy.
Okay, so now you just love everybody.
I go into every game. I go into every game as a neutral fan.
Mars P Diddy now. Mars the love. He the love doctor now.
He just love everybody.
I just go into every game hoping for a good game. Whoever wins. That's the new ideology. I'm just a fan.
All right, y'all, keeping it pushing. Teddy Hart said KD's bad luck with teams is his karma for Ho and Braun out of at least 2 would-be rings. I say this facetiously.
Nah, KD's karma is because he run around here calling himself a god. He runs around here putting himself on levels he should never even think about himself being on. You understand what I'm saying? KD's karma come because Kevin Durant would sit out here and tell you he don't care about shit, but then he'll come out here arguing with Lowe about something that Lowe said when he actually act like he ain't supposed to care. But then, like I said, he the same dude that run around here that had burners because he was afraid to say what he wanted to say with his chest. And then when he got caught, all of a sudden,
that's some sucker shit too, Ticket. I want to put that out there. That's some straight.
When he got caught, then he became brave. Nah, nigga, sit down.
That's some sucker shit too. If you got something to say, nigga, say it.
That's a fact.
Every athlete has burners. Every single one.
Nah, that's not true.
Some of them like 97.8% of athletes have burners.
Suckers.
I mean, I have a burner and I'm not even famous.
And you are
simply because every time I used to comment,
you're more famous. You're more famous than you think, Mars.
Okay,
you are.
Okay, that's besides the point. That's only because every time I used to comment on things, Mars, what are you doing in here? I didn't know you were paying attention to this, but I got tired, so I just made a burner so I could just do what I want in peace. KD probably did the same thing. He wants to scroll and comment on stuff as he sees them without everyone saying, "Oh my god, KD watched it." Like, shut up.
Nah. Kevin Durant was making comments about himself in the third.
He just got caught on that one.
That's
he got
crazy.
caught on that one.
And I was going to ask
that one, he just got caught. Like he said he was high. He didn't know he was still on the burner.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Bro, Kevin Durant needs to get a little slack cut on him. Y'all on Kevin Durant too much. That's way beyond. Oh, I just don't want people knowing that I'm watching this video. Fuck out of here, bro.
No. I'm not arguing against that. I'm just saying every athlete definitely has burners. Like all of them.
Nah, they do. A lot of them do.
I have a bunch of burners.
I got one.
I don't.
Everybody knows me, but I got one.
I do not have any.
Yeah, everyone knows it's me too. But
if I said it,
it's not me. It's not technically me because it doesn't say my name. So
bro, stop calling me Jannard, bro. I do not look like Jannard, bro.
Actually, you know what? You know what, Damo? Since he just brought that up, you kind of got a Jannard thing going on, yo.
God, no,
oh shit! Now that you just brought that up,
Damo.
Thinking about that, you do kind of got a Jannard thing going on. And Jannard, wild as hell, he gonna get his brother killed. He gonna get. I'm waiting for him to die. I'm just waiting for him to die. But he gonna get his brother killed too.
I ain't gonna hold you. Chill. At first, I thought you was just playing on to the bit. I didn't know you was really watching Forrest. Okay, Chill tapped in. Chill tapped in for real. Okay.
I'm heavy. I'm in the power community. 100%.
Okay.
I'm in it. Yes, I'm definitely.
I got a Jannard thing going on. Please.
Yes, you do, yo. You do.
Damn, that's crazy.
Y'all at least cousins. All
right, so now niggas about to tell me I look like Cameron. This is crazy. Like I don't. Jesus Christ. All right.
Y'all at least cousins.
Keeping it pushing, y'all. Darren Fost said, Chilltown, what are your thoughts on Tatum's developed post game? He's really transformed his game inside out. He sleptwalked to 30 last night.
Sleptwalked to it. And this is exactly what I've been talking about over the last year or 2 years. When he gets that mid-range and that in-between in his game, he's going to be a top 3 player for the next 8 years. And the thing that he's maximizing, that I've seen, he's maximizing smaller guards and smaller players. Because a lot of people don't talk about the fact that Jason Tatum is 6'9". It ain't like Jason Tatum is 6'5" or 6'6". He's 6'9". So he can get guys 7, 10 feet away from the basket. He can get guys one dribble pull up. He could get guys 12, 15 feet away from the basket, face up, and shoot right over him, which he does. And his ability to handle the ball in that area and get by guys as a one-on-one player has definitely improved. I'm digging Jason Tatum. Definitely.
Lance Mansfield said, Mavs 4-0. Show some love, hater. Chill.
Boston 4-0 too, goofball. How about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Are we impressed by the Mavericks at all?
They can both just be 4-0 and we just give them both credit.
Right. We could do that too.
Is anybody impressed with the Mavericks right now? Going 4-0?
No, I'm not.
Winning without Kyrie too?
No, I'm not.
I think they've done well to start the season. Beating Chicago with Luka struggling shooting wise was a good win for them, even though Chicago aren't very good. But the pessimist would say they beat the Spurs, the Grizzlies, the Bulls, and the Nets. So the pessimist would say their next challenge against Denver is where you really see what this team is about. So I think some people would say, let's just wait till that game and see what happens. At what point are we going to ask a question about Julius Randle?
Oh my God, Moss.
Oh yeah, that wasn't talked about enough today.
Oh my God,
Cavs, they got their get back. I love it.
In the 2 games that he's played against Cleveland, I think he's 28%, Mars, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's 28% shooting the basketball and 20% on the long ball. Julius Randle is having a really difficult time with Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley is actually pushing him back, making him take tough shots. I think he's 2 for 11, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's 2 for 11 on the long ball in these 2 games against Cleveland. So he's having a real difficult time against Cleveland. Really difficult. And I'm not even talking about definitely not Diamond. I'm definitely better looking than Diamond. Let's kill that right now. I'm
not even talking about Julius Randle's shot. I'm talking about to me the clear lack of effort and interest he's showing on the court in terms of just getting back in transition. Like I saw a play, he set a screen and just stood there. Like he literally set a screen and just did it. He didn't roll. He didn't pop to the 3-pointer. He just stood there. And then someone just shot a 30-footer. Like he's not doing anything. He doesn't look like he's trying. So I don't know if he's out. I don't know if he's just having a bad start to the season, or maybe him not making shots is leading to him not wanting to try on defense or what. But something, it looks bad. And I don't want to overreact to 5 games, but when I see a lack of effort, that's what my cause for concern is. Him making or missing shots, whatever, it's 5 games. But the lack of effort is interesting to me.
There's also a dynamic going on between him and Jalen Brunson that I'm not sure that I'm loving, because those two don't really look like they're on the same page. Jalen Brunson is more of a scoring guard than he is a distributor. And because he's more of a scoring guard, he doesn't really set Randle up to get him good shots. And because he doesn't, Randle has to get his shot on his own. And because of that, that makes him look a lot worse. If he had a lead guard that could get him better looks, where he could be more efficient, I think that the dynamic between him and Jalen Brunson, there's something going on there between those two guys, and it doesn't look like they're on the same page. I don't love that.
I just want to see some effort. That's it.
And I think that's where it comes from, Mars, to be honest with you, because you got a big guy in Julius Randle who plays bully ball, who does rebound, but because you got a guy that's not really getting him shots where he's the most effective, and the shots that he's getting, he's not really that efficient. And then I got to listen to the chatter about how I suck. Well, I think that's affecting him, and it could affect his effort.
Keys with the super chat said, "Yo, I'm a real Orlando fan. You would know that if Ron stopped skipping my super chats. Number 5 in the East."
Hey, talk that shit, Keys. Hey, I just want to say, no cap. I'm gonna need Paolo. I'm gonna need Cade. I'm gonna need Jalen Green. I'm gonna need Jalen Duren. I'm gonna need LaMelo. I'm gonna need all these guys on these teams that aren't on TV. Not even that. Fuck that, because we know that's not gonna happen. I mean, all these guys that's not on TV. Go out on your social media platforms. Call out Stephen A. Smith. Call out Skip Bayless. Call out all these talking heads about not watching y'all play. Start addressing them for not talking about y'all as much. Start stirring it up yourself. Because if the NBA is not gonna put y'all on TV, force y'all way on fucking TV. That's what y'all should do. I'm sick of this. Cade need to go out there and say, "Yo, Stephen A, you're a bum until you talk about real basketball." Jalen Duren needs to go on there. You're a bum until you talk about Paolo, even though he's not having as good as a season as he should. Franz Wagner, y'all need to start calling these people out yourselves. Take it in your own hands, because it makes no sense for them not to be talked about. Every day it's just Laker media. I am so sick of the fucking Lakers being talked about. That's my favorite team. I talk about them enough. I'm sick of it. We need to talk, not us, because we do, and I'm fortunate if we don't, but the media needs to talk about these other players when they're having good games or there's big moments more. They need to. It should be in your fucking job description. It should be a requirement if you're covering the sport of basketball, because it's not just 8 teams in the NBA. It's 30. I was about to fuck up. It's 30 teams in the NBA. Right. You should cover all 30 teams.
Soon to be 32.
Soon to be 32. You're right. Y'all dead ass need to be covering all the teams. Like, genuinely. The media, it should be required you cover all the teams. because that shit's not fair.
They actually had the thing is, Damo, they do. They have the Mavs have a beat writer. The Mavs are on TV all the time in the South. Oklahoma City has a beat writer. These people have people covering them, and they need to talk louder about their crew to get them on TV more. Orlando, they need to talk louder about getting their teams on TV more, because a lot of these teams in the league, me and Ox just had this conversation. Yo, the league is so dope right now. It's a bunch of ballers in the league. It's not like 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 players. It's a bunch of ballers in the league. It's a bunch of good teams in the league. A bunch, and we need to see them more.
But OG, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was doing this stream on playback. Hey, shout out to everybody that popped out last night. Shout out to you, Jalen. Hey, you lucky I ain't bring up what you said on the show last night. That's crazy. But I was on playback, and I'm looking at these different communities of people that are watching these games, and there are people being loud about their team. At the end of the day, you just need that. You need that push from the mainstream media. You can be as loud as you want on the underground. If the mainstream media push isn't there, the casuals won't see. And like I said before, it's not about, the casuals care about players winning. No, they don't. The casuals care about whatever's put in front of them. You can put a product that is continuously losing in front of the casuals, and they'll still watch it. We've seen it with the Lakers. You see it with the Knicks. Knicks fans, New York is a basketball city. The Knicks were bad for so long, but the Knicks were still being pushed. People are still caring about the Knicks. Like, the Lakers were bad.
That's because of the market. It's just a bigger market. Stop.
Okay, Dub, cool, whatever. Like I said, the casuals are going to watch whatever is put in front of them. Cool. It's a bigger market, therefore the mainstream media pushes them. You're proving my fucking point.
It's because of population. There's a little more people in LA. And
regardless, if the mainstream media pushes them, okay, the Heat are 1-4. I don't care. Go back in the back. If the mainstream media pushes them more, they will be seen and be talked about. It's that simple. That's not a lie.
Population works, bro.
You're talking about population. It was what I'm saying, Cap. Is what I'm saying, Cap. Are people not going to watch what's in front
people?
of them?
Bro, people care. People care more. People care more about things that is close to home. Wait, listen, Dom. I'm explaining to you because you're not making. You're not making. I'm gonna tell you something. You're not. No, Dom. I don't agree with what you're saying because you're talking about LA and New York. That gets pushed because the population of LA and New York is way more than a lot of the population like Detroit. So of course that's gonna get pushed more. That's gonna grasp more attention because that's gonna hit closer to home to more people because there's more people living in that said area. It's basic, like it's just basic, just understanding the market, bro. I don't understand.
So, Dub, what happens, Dub, when these smaller market teams have really good players and really good teams, and they're on TV more? For example, Oklahoma City, when they had KD, when they had Russ, when they had Ibaka, when they had James Harden, and they were on TV, and the Lakers were garbage. So, what happens then?
Well, the Lakers. That's always going to be a market of people that's going to watch them because there's so many people that live in that area. Right. So they're always going to be put on TV because that's what's going to generate revenue, right? They're going to go with what the people want. And if the people and a lot of people live in that area, then they're going to have to push that because that's what generates money. Now, when KD and Russ gets into there, because they're so transcendent, they'll be pushed the way they're doing because a lot of people are loving what they're doing. And Shea could probably start entering that atmosphere of marketability, but he still needs to do more, and he needs to do a lot of stuff more on the map. The people of Oklahoma City, the people of Oklahoma City Thunder probably love Shea, but that's a small portion of people compared to everything else.
No, hold on one second, Dub. Dub, I love you, brother. But what's all that shit you was talking about, Damian Lillard now?
Wait. Before we get on the anything, hold on. Wait. What's a bigger market? What's a bigger market? Detroit or Miami?
I would probably say Miami.
Okay, but there's a bigger population in Detroit, though. Detroit has a bigger population.
Yeah, but how many people?
So it's more people in Detroit, but even if they're bad,
it's the whole state of Florida. It's the whole state of Florida, not just Detroit.
So it's the whole state of Michigan. What the fuck are we doing right now?
Oh, then tell me what's the population Michigan.
So now we're doing states, not cities.
Thank you.
It's both.
Dub's right though. Like up here, the Seattle Sonics aren't just Seattle. It's the state of Washington. Or the Trailblazers aren't just the state of Oregon.
If you're gonna tell me it's population,
I'm telling you the population. What's the
team is? Okay, so what's the okay? So then, if we're gonna play that game,
let's just say demographic. Don't say population. Just say demographic.
My bad. Demographic. I don't know. I'm my bad. Demographic.
Dub, I love you, brother. But I get it. We got to get from the small talk to the real big talk real quick.
Detroit, real quick, hold on 1 second, Ron. Detroit is not a football city. Detroit is a basketball city. That is not true. I'm gonna ask you a question and chill town. I don't want you or Damo to say a word, please, just for 1 minute.
Florida has a higher
population. Hold on, Doug.
But then Orlando should be pushing.
Hold on 1 second, Mark.
Thank you. Orlando's also in Florida.
Well, who do they have?
Were you in here that day?
Follow two top 100 players in the NBA.
Dub, was you in here?
Were you in here that day, Dub, that we were talking about Christian Wood?
Oh my God.
I thought Christian Wood was going to be good for that crew.
No, I asked you that. Were you in here that day that I was telling you that Christian Wood was going to help the Lakers defensively, and they all was torturing me on this channel?
I agree with you. I don't remember being on the episode, but I did agree with that.
What were the guys saying on PC most of the part about Christian
Wood? Oh yeah. Y'all was capping. I remember y'all was capping about Christian Wood. I think Mars was capping about Christian Wood, saying that he wasn't going to be this good defender around that crew, which didn't make sense. They were capping about that.
Mars and
I just remember Mars. That's the main thing.
I already admitted.
Is this a reliable? Okay, so I got a question for you, Doug. Were you there that day?
I remember talking about Christian. It's been a long time, but y'all do like 20 episodes a week.
Even if we do a bunch of episodes, Dub, were you there that day?
I think I was. I remember talking about Christian with some people.
So you're not sure if you were there. Okay, so because you're not sure that you were there, can you recall what Mars said about him?
I remember Mars because I remember Mars, and I remember us talking about that. He didn't believe in the defense that he could be around that crew and everything like that. He said Christian Wood was never this great defender.
To that. You said Domo
I don't know about Chill and Damo. I remember Mars.
I literally said I was the one hating, and I'm the one who escaped blame.
Dub, is it fair to say? Is it fair to say that what Mars said, is it fair to say that you may have heard him say that on your show instead of being on our show?
Nah, I remember him saying it.
I definitely said it.
He definitely said it. I remember him saying
that.
You're not going to do that. You sat there and said you had tape on me and Chilltown. You said you had tape on me and Chilltown being the one going against you.
Right, he didn't.
Me and Chilltown both said that is a lie. It was not us. Mars admitted to the fact that it was him. And now you're going to sit here and try to take praise for it? Fuck out of here.
So Dub,
you said you had the tape, and you asked niggas go get the tape.
Dub, do you remember hearing me say anything like that, Dub?
I don't remember.
Okay, so do you remember Damo saying anything like that?
I don't remember Damo. Maybe I don't know, but I'm not.
So you're not sure.
Hey, fellas, we got to disagree. The trial will continue tomorrow. Damo, you're still on the stand, buddy.
And to answer Mars's question about Orlando not being on TV is because fans do care about winning, and Miami won more than Orlando, which is why they're pushed more.
Yo, Dub, are you pulling up tomorrow?
If you're calling me, let's go.
Yeah. Pull up, Dub, because this trial still. Damo's still on the stand.
I'm coming.
Your Honor, I'm done with this witness.
Yeah, this fake ass Johnny Cochran. This fake ass Johnny Cochran. Hey, you got Johnny Cochran, and you got goddamn Johnny Cochran over there. You got Johnny Cochran up here, and you got Keefe D. Lawyer and Mars.
First of all, I'd be damned if I let a fake Mark Jackson tell me what I said and when I said it, buddy. All right, Mark Jackson. I know what I said.
All right, we out of here. Same time tomorrow. One of